to the Dissenters D&D campaign.
Welcome in, Thornlings. Thank you for joining us. We have a couple announcements before we jump into our recap, as usual. First off, Dane, aka Castil, will not be joining us tonight, but hopefully he'll be back next week. Let's see.
Dire wolf got him.
Dire wolf got him. Darn.
Figures.
Again. I don't think he's ever taken. This is his time. No, I'm just kidding. No. Yes, so he's gone. We are on social medias as per usual. That is YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. We are on Discord. There's an awesome community there where you can connect with other content creators and other Thornlings. You can chat with us, ask questions. Sometimes we play games. You can share fan art that you create, and it's super fun. So come join us on Discord. And we are also on Patreon. So we don't have any exclusive content yet for Patreon. However, you can still become a member for free, and then you can get a paid subscription. That is just to help support us if you love our content. It's $1 a month, and that $1 goes right back into creating the content you love. So again, there's no exclusive content, but you can get that subscription to support us if you're loving our content and what we're doing. That was... Oh yeah, how could I forget? We have an awesome product that all of us like to use while we are playing Dungeons and Dragons. Emily, what is this awesome product?
This awesome product, I don't even know if you could call it a product, more like a lifeline. It is called the Campaign Keeper. If you want to become a master note taker and impress your dungeon master, you know, maybe you'll end up like me, married to one. Then you should get your very own Campaign Keeper. So these are essentially a player-facing campaign journal that you can keep all of your notes throughout the campaign in. It's fully customizable, so you can customize it to how you want it. You can put all of the information on your character in here, your companions, unique items. You can even put like custom calendars in here if your dungeon master likes to make custom calendars. You can track the days you travel in the game, all the major and minor NPCs, and so much more, guys. It's literally a lifesaver. It's saved my life in this campaign. Additionally, we have 2 additional designs out. So this one here is our Campaign Keeper original edition, well, 2nd edition OG cover design. You know, very simple, very nice, very demure. And Sierra there is sporting our Nori's Notes edition and our Kaya's Spellbook edition. As you can see, they look amazing.
It's a pretty.
It's so gorgeous. I am honestly so amazed at how well that one looks. Like in person, it looks so freaking good. But yeah, if you are a fan of Nori, the necromancer from Harbinger's D&D campaign, or a fan of Kaya the Wizard from the Dissenters D&D campaign, then go ahead and pick yourself up one of our special edition Campaign Keepers. They've got extra designs in there and a couple extra note-taking pages, but it's still the same old Campaign Keeper, just a little extra magic involved. So go ahead and pick yourself up a Campaign Keeper. They are on our website at rosemarypgstudios.com. You additionally can find them on our Amazon page, or well, on Amazon. Just search up Campaign Keeper with the specific one that you're looking for, and you can go ahead and go pick yours up straight from there.
Woo! So go get yourself one. They're super cool.
They're super awesome.
Our last announcements are that there is no Baldur's Gate 3 this coming Thursday.
Yes.
But we will do it again the following week. And we will have, again, the Dissenters. Oh, sorry. Baldur's Gate 3 is at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time on Thursdays, except for next week. And Next week, we will have another session of the Dissenters D&D campaign at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. However, we will not have one the following week as it's 4th of July. So come back next week for D&D, and then the week of 4th of July, come back for Baldur's Gate, but not D&D. They're basically the same thing anyways, right? Basically.
We just don't have as many more wonderful people in Baldur's Gate 3.
That's true. We don't have everyone, which is sad. But it's still fun. There's a vampire and stuff.
Astarian.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
We are going to go ahead and jump into our recap, and that will be given to us by Greg.
Hello. The responsibility has once again fallen upon me to let you know what happened last time. So, we had memory loss Rayla still for the beginning of this session, so things were a little bit lighter, at least to start out. We began that morning at the Duke's Manor, and after getting everyone up and Castil kind of trying to force a relationship between Paige and Kaya. He's not here to defend himself, so I can say his intentions were whatever I decide they were. There was that. We got together, had breakfast, and sort of discussed a little bit between each other. And we were resolved to go to Vale in spite of our mental problems. Paige still hallucinating things and Rayla not remembering anything. But the Duke gave some advice to go to the temple and perhaps get these curses lifted. So we decided to heed his counsel, and we went to the temple. There we got Paige stopping seeing lots of blood and lots of dead people, and Rayla, like a ton of bricks, got all of her memory back all at once. This causing her to spiral a little bit to the quick hands of the cleric, who cast Calm Emotions. She was able to be stabilized, at least temporarily. And yeah, stable is probably the correct word for it, because she's not okay, but, you know, about as not okay as she was before. So, you know.
A little more shaken, not stirred.
Yeah. Could be worse. Could be worse. But with Rayla back to normal, we steel ourselves to go to the road to Vale. And across this journey, Rayla and Castil spend a little bit of time talking over a watch together. Rayla is appreciative to him, and of course Castil accepts the appreciation because, you know, he's a gentleman. And he asks about Rayla's relationship with Zilli. Rayla elaborates, and Rayla declares that they are still friends, much to the chagrin of our community. They are still only friends, but they are friends.
They were sisters.
Yeah. Well, yes. Rayla and Zilli are friends, but Rayla and Castil are also only friends. It's unfortunate for some people, I suppose. Perhaps myself included, but it's fine.
You ship Sunset?
I wouldn't publicly state that I do.
Closeted shipper.
You know. Anyways, on the road to Vale, we stop by a town, Willowbrook, and we get a room in Willowbrook. Paige seemingly having some business here, looking for I almost said Aragakra. A Kenku, that's the other one. Looking for news about Kenku in the area, and finding a little bit about a Clack Featherston. But aside from that, we get to bed and are interrupted in our sleep by the members of this village not wanting the Sunstrider in their village any longer. And with a sort of half combat, half roleplay thing, Rayla declares that she is not a traitor, in fact. And not only is she not a traitor, she wants to repair the damage that has been done by her family. And she wants to bring Vale, and by extension the world, back to what it once was. The villagers are swayed enough to let her go. Enough. And so we move towards Vale, and inside of there, it's not much better. Rayla is dehumanized at every corner. She's spat upon. Someone just so happens to be emptying their chamber pot, and Rayla just so happens to be walking underneath when it happens. Big accident. Oh no. And among other such microaggressions, she is shunned in the town. Zilli pointing out to old homes that she used to spend some time in, specifically alleyways and sides of the road and particular piles of hay. She also points out a particular rat named Gerald, a named character, and I will be putting this in my back pocket for later. Just in case I need it, you never know.
I'm writing that into my notes.
Through all of this, we finally make it to a semblance of warmth and light, which is the Glow residents, the one family who is willing to take care of the Sunstriders, at least for now. And that is where we left off, friends.
Thank you. That was an awesome recap. Loved it. You could be a narrator. Okay, so, yes, you guys are at the Glow residence. You can hear from inside some laughter of what sounds to be an older woman. Not old, but like 50s. And Rayla, you do recognize this as the sound of your mother's laughter as you are in the city of Vale. It is getting dark. Well, it is dark outside now. Cold, foggy, rats everywhere. What do you guys want to do?
Rayla will stand in front of the residence and just kind of like point out to Kaya the place where she can tie up the horse, right outside the house. And she's gonna take a deep breath, hold on to Zilli's hand, squeeze it for a moment, and then walk up and knock on the door.
The laughter inside goes quiet, and you hear some footsteps and some creaking of old wood floors, and then the door creaks open, and you're like looking at your height expecting your mom, and there's no one there. And then you look down and there is Mrs. Glassglow looking out, and she goes, oh wait, they're all Scottish. How do you do a Scottish accent? You did to me, Paige. That
was actually pretty good. That was pretty good.
That was the dialect.
Let's see how long I can hold it. No. Okay. The whole family has to go. There's just a meteor that falls from above. I'm just kidding.
No! No!
The Glassglows are gone, wiped off the map.
The trauma.
The trauma. How did I do? Did you do a Scottish accent? Okay.
Just think, pretend you're Merida.
That I've never pretended to be Meredith. She's too cool for me. No, the bear actually terrified me, so.
Okay. So the door opens.
The door opens. It is Mrs. Glassglow. Looks up at you. Anyone who actually knows how to do Scottish accent or is from Scotland, please forgive me. She goes, Rayla! What a wonderful surprise!
Mara, it's so good to see you. Everything holding up?
Of course. Why don't you come on in?
I do have...
You smell terrible.
Well, I mean, yeah. I did get it cleaned up, but as much as I could. But I do have some friends with me. Would it be all right if they came in?
Of course, come on in.
And Rayla will turn to everyone and be like, "Everyone, this is Mara, but let's head inside. It's not good for us to be on the streets with the door open."
Not good at all. No, it's not good.
No.
Not good for me, at least.
Yeah, let's.
Sure, of course.
You guys file in, and the house is pretty decent. It is smaller than places you have visited recently, and it is smaller than Paige's home in Inglewood.
It should be much smaller than that.
It's smaller than his home for sure. Let me double check.
No, sorry, I was
all
making a
here.
joke.
Who is all here? This is a good question.
Would you like me to tell you? Eltrond and Soraya should be there, or at least to my knowledge. And then Nora should be there. Ryan should be there. And then Jeremy would live in the area, but he's going to the school there.
Correct.
And then I think
see
everyone
if
else is
still-
either dead or elsewhere.
Heh.
Heh. They're all
Oh no! We lost everyone! Oh no! I guess everyone just died. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! We lost everybody! That's horrible! That is horrible. We can't see any of them. Okay, guys, the audience cannot hear or see you, so let me get you back on. So just pause for a second. We're slowly getting you guys back.
The audience can't see what I'm doing.
Oh, well, now they can
am I
see
gonna
you,
do?
Greg.
Eat the Slim Jim. Oh no.
Oh my
I
goodness.
wasn't doing
Now everyone's
anything.
back. Everyone's back. That was so funny. All of a sudden I was alone.
It was my Scottish accent.
I was thinking
I
more
can't take this
Thanos
anymore.
just snapped.
I think at first it was the shoulder pads and now it's the Scottish accent.
Scottish accent.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's try this again. All right. So inside. That's not even my actual voice. What the heck? Okay. You see Mara, who is Mrs. Glassglow. She has decent clothing. They're not like wealthy, but like they're okay off. Frederick is a general, so they're doing okay. She has a little bit of like these thick sideburns kind of coming in, and her hair is braided and pulled into a tight knot at the back of her head. And then there is a young dwarf that you guys see at the table. Her hair is also braided, but instead of being like in a tight bun, it's just like going down her back. She also has some sideburns, but they are much thinner, not fully grown in, as her mother's. And that's really throwing me off. There's like two Emilys on the screen, but one of them is just stuck for us. Sorry.
Oh, that's weird. That's real weird.
It was funny. She's at the table and she has a deck of cards in front of her that looks like she was actively playing something, with a human woman who has very elegant features and holds herself in a very prim and proper position despite the ragged clothes that she wears. It looks like she has a very fine dress on, or what once was a fine dress, and now it is like stitched together, and there are patches, and the color, which looked to be once a vibrant red, has now faded into more of a dull brown color, but you can still tell it used to be red. Her hair is like half up, half down. She has brown hair, but actually I think she has black hair. Was it brown or black?
I believe
it's just brown.
Brown?
I think it's brown. Yeah, it's brown hair. Because your dad's blonde, but your mom is brown haired. And the brown hair seems to be turning gray. Partly from age, but Rayla, you know, some of it is stress related for sure. And she has vibrant blue eyes, and she looks, despite the rags she's wearing, she looks beautiful and regal. Then there is that's two. Who else is here currently? Laura. There is another dwarf, male, also looks young. He seems to just be sitting on a rickety old chair next to the table, watching the game as he's been like chewing on a piece of jerky. Decent clothing, nothing nice or fine for sure. He has a beard that is growing in, like he has a beard, but it's not very long. So he seems to be a younger dwarf. And yeah, he's just like there chewing on some jerky. Then you also see another dwarf. Let's see, this is...
It's a full house.
Yeah, everyone's here right now. Like,
Oh,
you guys
gosh.
came in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more. Where is he?
Is it Jeremy?
Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I was thinking that the dad was still around, but I think the father...
No, Nicholas is dead.
Nicholas is dead, yeah.
Yeah.
So never mind. Yeah, he's dead. So that is all of them then, that are there currently at this time. Yeah, and so Mara, Mrs. Glassglow, sees you guys, and she gestures for you all to come in. It's a little tight, but it feels like a crowded room, but like you're not shoulder to shoulder, if that makes sense.
Rayla,
All right, come in.
as they go in, Rayla's gonna see her mom, and she's just gonna look over at her, and she's gonna go, "Mama!" And she's gonna run over and just like give her like a big bear hug.
You like get to her before she's even able to stand up off the at the table, so she starts to rise from her chair, a look of pure surprise on her face as you just run up and you give her this huge bear hug before she can even stand. You kind of like almost tilt the chair over, and she's like, "Oh dear." She like holds onto your arm, and she's like, oh Rayla, it's so wonderful to see you. And she's like hugging your arm tightly as you're giving her a bear hug.
Man, I miss my mom. Oh goodness. She just kind of like hugs her so tightly and pulls away, and she goes, "It's so good to see you too."
Oh, come, take a seat. And she's going to stand and have you sit where she was.
And she's gonna say, "Oh no, please, Mom, I still have to say hello to Nora." And she's gonna look over at Nora and be like, "Nora!"
He's gonna jump off the table and go give you a hug, which really is just like around your waist because she's short.
She's like leaning down.
And she's pulls back a little and then goes, "Oh, it's." I keep forgetting they're Scottish.
Get
You did
cursed.
this to me.
Get cursed.
I'm gonna kill Paige just for this.
I
Let
know.
me see.
Rayla
If he
is
dies,
the
we all know
happiest.
why.
Rayla is the happiest you guys have seen her. Chat is remarking on this, so I have to clarify.
Sorry. Oh, Rayla, it's so wonderful to see you. Wow, she's becoming Australian.
It's okay.
It's okay. You know, she's whatever. She's lived in Vale for a while,
Yeah,
so
they
she
don't
might
want
have
to
lost the
replace.
Scottish that her family had. The Scottish. Yeah, she's like, oh, Rayla, it's so wonderful to see you. Oh, there's so much to tell you. I have to tell you, of course. I got engaged a few days ago.
I heard from Frederick. Ran into him down by the border.
Oh, is he all right?
Yeah, he's doing great.
It's been a while since we've heard from him.
Yeah, he's doing great. We helped him fend off some undead army.
Oh, look at you. She's gonna like pound your forearm a bit because she can't reach. She goes, I always knew you were a fighter.
Well, thanks. You too, but more on the penmanship front.
Flatter me.
Oh, but who? Let me before. She's gonna kind of look at her friends and then. May I do some introductions first?
Of course. Tell us who are your friends. That's crazy.
Yes. These are some companions and friends I've made along the way. You all remember Zilli?
Of course. Hello, Zilli.
Hi.
And well, this here is Castil, and we've got Paige there, and Kaya as well.
Hello.
And then she's going to lean over to her mom and be like, the Arcane family.
Oh.
And Kaya's gonna be right by the door. She hasn't stepped in at all. She's just standing basically her back is against the wall right by the door. She doesn't want to take another step in. She just kind of nods.
Rayla's mom gives a curt nod to you, not like an insulting. It is a short nod because she used to be of higher rank to you, but it is a respectful, acknowledging a noble to a noble nod.
To what once was a noble.
What once was. Your mom's not quite over it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true. She still lives and acts as if she was a noble, not in a hotty-toddy way, but because it's been ingrained in her.
And Kaya does remember her. She has seen her before, so it's also a look of recognition and just respect.
She definitely looks not as nice as she did when you had seen her in person last time.
Well, everyone, this is my mother.
Did you introduce Castil?
I did. I said Castil, Paige, Kaya.
Cool.
And she goes, this is my mother, Soraya. This is Nora, one of my good friends. And this is Mara. And over there is Ryan.
What's up?
It's so good to see you all. And tell me about this person.
You mean my fiance?
Yes.
I'm happy
It's
to say that.
exciting.
Oh, please, come sit down. We have some food left over, right?
Thank you.
Of course, yeah, we got plenty of food to share. She's gonna go dig around in some cupboards, and she'll bring out some bread and some cheese, and there's some soup that was left over from their dinner. It's not super flavorful, but it gets the job done.
And this
Nice.
is the first time Kaya doesn't just go straight for the food. She usually always does, but she just kind of stays by the door.
This is also like one of the few times you've seen Rayla actually go and eat the food that's handed out.
I guess that makes sense.
No, she trusts these people. She trusts them.
And when Zilli sits down, Mara, she's going to give a mushroom to Zilli. And it seems to be one of the last mushrooms they have, but they give it specifically to Zilli. It's not even put on the table for anyone else.
Yeah, she'll eat it.
Nora seems to smile. Not like she knows you're enjoying it, but more like an older aunt kind of teasing kind of way.
Rayla gives a slightly disgusted look at the mushroom.
Zilli will look up at Rayla and take another bite.
Ugh.
And then the young male dwarf, what was his name again? I have too many documents.
Ryan.
It's fine. Ryan? Yes. He kind of laughs and goes, "That's why I like the horned one."
Yeah, Ryan. Oh gosh. Now I'm acting like Emily rather than Nora. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She goes.
Paige, he just kind of like bows a little bit. He like heads over towards the table and he's sort of like accepts some of the food. He's like, thank you. It's good to meet the rest of the Glasgow family officially. I met wow, my brain slipped his first name. That's
Frederick.
crazy.
Frederick.
Yeah. I met Frederick a little while back. I met him.
When you say Frederick, Nora's gonna look at you and go, "Wow, you sounded just like him right there."
It's just a Kenku thing. Just a Kenku thing. We mimic voices and sounds. Make words like that.
Can you say? She's like opens her mouth to say something, and her mom like taps her shoulder, and she's like, "We're with company." And then she says the word anyways, and it's in Dwarvish. Does anyone understand Dwarvish?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Let's double check. Nope.
Okay, she says this dwarven word that you, Rayla, immediately recognize as a very bad curse word. And she goes, "Can you say that?"
Oh, yeah, of course. And then he just
Paige, don't say.
immediately repeats it back
Paige,
without
no.
missing a beat.
You see
You
that
could say Barzul, Sierra. In Aragon, Barzul is the curse word in Dwarvish. Barzul.
I don't know what that. Okay.
It's an Aragon,
Okay.
if you want to say that.
Oh yeah, immediately repeats it back, and as people start like
They're like laughing, but there's Mrs. Sunstrider. She's the one that like can give you the cue it's a bad word, because you just see her like face kind of flush, but like in an embarrassed, awkward, I can't believe I just heard that. And then Nora goes, "Next time you see my brother, Frederick, say that word to him."
Nora!
What?
And
I'll
then
get a kick out of it.
Okay.
Rayla's gonna go, yeah, I can see him getting a kick out of it, actually. You also notice that Rayla, as she's like sitting next to her mom, is now like sitting up a lot straighter, like chin more up, kind of like
Prim and proper.
like trying to, be like that. Like it's similar to her mother, but
Kaya, are you still by the door? Rayla's mom will gesture to you and she'll be like, come, Kaya, come join us, please.
No, thank you. I just would feel more comfortable here, but thank you.
She seems to like bite her lip for a moment.
It's not about you at all. I just prefer to stand by the door. That's all.
Of course. She looks a little deflated, but she keeps picking at the table.
It's so good to see you all. And I'm truly grateful that you guys are willing to let us in. But Nora, you still haven't told me.
Oh yes, of course. His name is Eddie.
Eddie?
Eddie, yes, he's so wonderful.
Okay, sorry, I'm writing Eddie down. Eddie, oh, that's so exciting.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Zilli never ran into him. You know, he was an orphan on the streets for a while.
Oh. Is he...
But he's great.
Is he a tiefling also?
No, he's not a tiefling. He's actually a gnome.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's great.
Right? Oh, he's so handsome.
Yes.
Perfect height for me, of course.
Of course. When did you and Eddie meet?
Oh, I was taking some lunch down to your dad at the barn.
Yeah.
Oh, the stable. That's what the word is. The stable. I was down at the stable, and I was bringing the food, right? And then I ran into Eddie. It was like love at first sight.
Yeah?
He turned around, and he has wonderful hair. Like flows in the air when he flips. It's so handsome, and she's just like totally in her own world now. Oh, and the way he works with horses and ponies. He's got full control.
Well, I am very happy for you.
Oh, he's wonderful. He works so hard, especially to pull himself up from being, on the streets to working in the stables. Just in time, too, because of all the plagues that were going around.
That's true.
Glad you guys left before that nasty thing. Lots of people died, yeah. It was a
Sorry
nasty
to hear about
thing.
That. Is Dad okay?
Yeah, I mean, his lungs aren't so good right now. And she kind of like looks to your mom and she nods. He caught a sickness, but he overcame it. He's just not as strong as he once was.
Okay.
But he's fine. He should be back soon. And she kind of like looks at an imaginary watch, which is actually a pocket watch from this time. And she's like, oh, all right, we sold it. And she kind of like itches her head because she used to have one.
She used to have a lot of things.
Yes. What brings you all back to Vale?
Well,
Business, says Paige. Like, he's like, business.
Business?
Yeah, he's like,
a
takes another bite of
handful
food.
Things.
What kind of business did you all get into to have a Kenku and a Wolfman and
Well,
Kaya?
we're kind of an adventuring party.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you've heard of the Curse Breakers. We've been getting into the business of stopping Moliensi seeds. And trying to, defend the little guys. sometimes we get blackmailed into doing things we don't want to do. And she's gonna be like, you know, like getting swords for stuck up people, and but you know, it's good. Actually, I brought some money back for you, Mom. And she's gonna reach into her bag, and she is going to pull out the 2 platinum pieces that she's gained, and she's gonna give them to her mom.
Your mom just looks at them in pure shock.
Yeah.
Like her eyes widen, her eyebrows raise, her jaw just drops. Oh!
We've raised a lot of money.
Oh, I haven't seen platinum in ages. Oh. And then Mara goes, I think one of those are going to belong to me.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
And then your mom, of course, hands it over, and she goes, thank you. Should catch you up on a few months of rent. She like catches the coin.
And Rayla's also additionally going to hand Mara 7 gold and say just an advance payment on some of their rent.
Oh, you shouldn't have. She takes the gold from you. Oh, well, your mother is going to tuck away the 1 platinum and then go, I'm very impressed, Rayla, that you have collected so much. However, there is concern with the type of work you're doing. I don't want you getting involved with those like your brother did.
Yeah, I know. And trust me, I am doing everything in my power to make sure to avoid that. I do not want something like that to happen. That's why every time the goal is to help people, to stop more Moliensi seeds from plaguing the land, to stop another veil from happening.
Of course. It is.
Stopped one already, calls Paige from on the table, like raising a fork.
You did? Where at?
Ingwood.
Ryan will pop up at this moment. I think I heard some guards talking about it in the street. They said it was crazy. People turn into animals and things like that.
It was pretty crazy. Zilli's hair caught fire.
Oh dear. And Mrs. Sunstrider looks to Rayla and kind of checks out her hair a bit. Is it wig?
Oh no, we lost everyone! Oh my gosh, what is happening? That is wild. What is happening? Oh my goodness, guys. I am so sorry.
Whole new plot line.
I don't know why everyone's vanished.
Oh.
Okay,
It's like
we've got everyone back.
Dragonborn, rolling for a never mind. Hi guys. I'm still playing Paige.
Rayla's like, oh no, my hair's still fine.
Oh, not your hair, Zilli's. You said
Oh, I
it caught fire?
thought she said you turned to Rayla.
No, sorry, it's Zilli, not Rayla. I can't keep you guys straight. Too complicated.
Zilli just tugs on one of her braids. And there's no sign of a slip or anything, so it's most definitely her own.
And then she responds in Elvish to you. Oh, it's such a relief that you still have your beautiful hair. I'm glad you're keeping it well kept, as she kind of motions to your braids.
She just smiles a little bit.
Right. Well, You started an adventuring group? She's back in common. You defeated a Moliense seed? And you're back for business here?
Yes, we heard rumor that there might have been a second seed here in Vale that night. The night that Damien was putting one in there. We've heard rumor that there was a second one, and that's why the effects have lasted so long here in Vale. And so that's what we're here to do. We're here to look for that second one to try and stop the effects here.
Oh. She's gonna, like, squeeze your hand a bit, and then she's gonna get up from the table and, I need to get some air. And she's going to quickly walk away from the table, and she will brush past Kaya and go outside.
Sorry.
And there's kind of an awkward silence, and Mara goes, "Cheer up, darling. It's just still rather hard on her."
I know. That night was probably the worst night of her life. Of all of our lives. Well, Sunstriders, at least.
Nora's kind of gonna scooch over to you and just lay her head on your arm and give it a little pat. As there's just a foreboding silence that is sitting with the glass glows now.
Well, good news is we've defeated one before, so if the rumor turns out to be true, we'll get this one too. And he shakes his hand. He's like, "Don't worry about it. We know what to do. We would be able to deal with it. No problem."
Mara smiles at you and... Well, that's great news to hear. Wonderful that a Sunstrider's taken the call back up. Not to say anything wrong about your family, I'm just... Woo! Exciting! You wanted to be a paladin, and here you are.
Well, I'm trying my best.
Well, you'll have to eat up, of course, if you're gonna lift this fog.
I will admit I think I'm full from the few bites that I did have. Can't stomach too much.
You need to be eating more on that road.
Paige looks towards Rayla.
And she's like, "Don't you?" She goes, "If it's all right, I'm going to step outside and talk to Mom."
Of course. While you step out to talk to her, is there anything you guys are wanting to do around the table?
The only thing I can really think of is for Paige to ask about, like, nobility stuff and people they know. So Paige, as Rayla sort of leaves, he kind of, like, nods to himself. He says, "Man, it must have been hard on everyone. All the NCC tears family apart." Yeah. Hey, question. And he looks up towards the rest of the glass glows there. Says, "Do any of you happen to know a Kenku that came through here before?"
Kenku that came here before?
Mm-hmm.
Well... of course, when they first got married, she kind of, like, gestures and she goes, well, the Sunstriders, when they first got married, there's a big feast, you know, at the Sunstrider Castle, now Caltor. And, of course, there was the, head... Oh, what was it? What did I give that name?
Head sorcerer, something.
Head sorcerer.
Something like that. I can look up the exact.
Counselor, sorcerer, counselor, minister, sorcery. It's not minister. It was
Chief Counselor of the Sorcerers.
Ah, thank you. Yes, the chief counselor of the sorcerers was there. Oh, that was Clack Featherston.
His eyes sort of like drop back to his plate. He's like,
Oh, you know, she was pretty cool. She brought her daughter at the time. What was her name? And then Ryan goes, how would we know? We were too young, and of course none of us could go to a feast like that. Not even you, Mother. She goes, no need to be rude, Ryan. We feast with nobility every night.
He like nods. He's like, no, that makes sense. She has a daughter?
Oh, yeah, well, I think she kind of disowned her. She, left.
Disowned her.
Yeah, we don't really, I mean, maybe I'm sure Mrs. Sunstrider would know the name. She's really good with names. Knows all the nobility. She was well connected. But she was disowned though. It was a big deal for the sorcerers and the counselors over there.
Paige, like instinctively, as they say, "Oh, she might know." Like his chair makes a squeaking sound as he like pulls back, and then he stops and he says, "Oh, I should let them talk." Okay, he scooches back in.
Oh, wonderful.
I'll get my
choice.
turn later.
Any other questions you have?
Oh, yes. Has Frederick always been so bitter?
Bitter? And Nora goes, bitter? I wouldn't really call Frederick bitter. Or he was drafted, and after that we haven't seen him many times, but he's a lot more serious now.
Yeah, serious. Yeah, that's a word for it. Yeah, he was good to me. And he tilts his head a little bit. He's like, good. Yeah, he was good enough. Then again, I didn't know the. It's okay. And he just like waves his hand and like to signal, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Nora goes, don't let Frederick bother you. He's a stickler for the rules, but in all honesty, he wouldn't hurt a fly. I mean, he would, but he wouldn't. You know, he doesn't have that personality to really hurt someone. It's much more like capture the fly and take it outside kind of a person.
Huh.
Unless they're undead. I mean, that's, they're not even alive.
Yeah, they're already dead. Just send them back where they came from. Yeah, sure.
Zilli's just sitting there listening to this.
Is anyone looking at her?
Not I, said the fly.
The only one who might notice it is Kaya, because she's not at the table. So she's got a view of you all.
Then Kaya would probably notice Zilli gets a little uncomfortable.
Right, still, don't worry about Frederick in that way.
Yeah.
It was hard on everyone, and especially being drafted. And they kind of look at each other and nod.
Oh, right. That's strange. The family I was staying with, the father was serving in the army. I, for some reason, didn't connect that the kid could serve in the army for the family. Strange. I don't remember all the rules and stuff here. I lost my memory a bit back.
Oh, just like Zilli. That's terrible.
Yeah. It's okay. Meet new friends, make new memories. He shrugs. Could be worse. Could be worse.
That's true. That's true. Making new memories is cool. Yeah, Ryan met someone cool on his way back from the mines, didn't you? And, Ryan goes, oh yeah. He's like a monster hunter. He was pretty cool. Kind of edgy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Super cool. He had a really cool bow. It was awesome. Like I think part of it was like made from bone or something. It was wild.
Interesting.
Super cool. Staying in town for a while. I wanted him to give me archery lessons, but he said no. It was a real bummer. Apparently he doesn't teach anyone anymore.
I might stop by. Might talk to him. If I'm interested, I'll ask where he's at. I'll let you know.
Oh yeah. Probably find him in the tavern. I don't know where the people would stay.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you again for letting us stick around. Is it all right if we stay the night here?
Mara goes, oh, of course. Can't have a Sunstrider staying anywhere but here.
Suppose so. Unfortunately.
Yes, we have some rooms, one more level up. Oh, Ryan, go open the trapdoor. And he goes, of course. And he's going to open a trapdoor and like a ladder slides down. Saves old space to remove the stairs.
Yes. That makes sense.
While all of that's going on, Kaya, Zilli, anything you guys want to do?
No.
Okay, Kaya?
Kaya just looks really hesitant into going in there, and she's kind of just watching everybody else right now, just kind of scouting out the situation.
Feeling it out. I like it. Rayla, so you left before all of that conversation to go out to your mother, and as you do, she is holding her hand to her stomach and looks like she is doing her best to not like break out into a panic attack. She's kind of breathing shakily but deep. And she's like leaning against the wall outside, one hand supporting her on the wall.
Rayla will come and stand next to her, not touching her, because she knows, and just be like, Mom.
Yes, Rayla.
How you holding up?
I'm fine, dear. You can go back in and talk with your friends.
Mom, it's okay. It was awful. You don't have to be strong all the time.
She's gonna turn to you with kind of a sad smile. I could say the same about you, Rayla.
Like mother, like daughter.
I guess it's a fault for both of us. And she's just gonna wrap you in a tight hug.
She'll hug back tightly and just say, I'm sorry. Oh. Wow. Sorry, audience. I don't know why they keep disappearing. This is like hilarious to me, the fact that they keep vanishing. So we're gonna get everyone back in, and everyone's gonna
No, I think you kitty. He's so cute.
the kitty.
The kitty. Such a cute kitty.
My replacement.
Your replacement is a cat. Perfect.
Tabaxi.
Rayla's just gonna go, I'm sorry, Mom. I wish this had never happened.
She's gonna put her hands on your shoulders, now out of the hug, and look you sternly in the eye. You don't need to apologize, Rayla. None of this was your fault. None of it was. If anything, we should be apologizing to you. We just didn't do a good enough job as parents, and because of that, you were put in this situation. So stop apologizing.
No,
it's not
Mom.
your fault.
You and Dad were amazing. Damien, I guess, just... I don't know, was misguided. I'm not even sure what did happen. I saw him drifting away, but I didn't think it was to that extent. Professor Foghorn says name drop. I don't think, have I thought I did say, I don't know, maybe I didn't say his name.
You might not have ever said his name. I don't know. I don't think you actually ever have said his name to the party. You just said your brother. You never said his name.
Well, Damien.
Damien is his name.
And Mom, is there anything I can do for you?
Oh, Rayla, you don't need to take care of us.
But I want to.
You can take care of us by taking care of yourself. I'm so proud of you. You went out, you made friends. You saved a city from what your friends say. This is wonderful work, Rayla. And I'm very proud of you. And I will try to do better at protecting you and helping you. I'm sorry we weren't able to do more for you during those years. And the unspeakable brutality you had to endure from everyone in this city.
It is what it is. When's Dad getting home?
She kind of like looks up at the sky, and there's not much to see because of the fog, and lets out a small sigh of frustration. And he'll be home soon, Rayla. I'm sure he's walking back now.
She's kind of like tapping her feet on the ground. I just don't like seeing him work there. And with him having coughing fits, as you say, I'm a paladin now. I think I've got something that might help. I could try something.
Rayla, it's not going to work.
Why not?
Because your father is fine, but we weren't gonna tell you he had died. He's fine now, but some things don't always
Wait.
come back.
No.
He's fine. He's fine.
Wait. What? Did you just say he died?
Yes.
No. He's not. He can't be.
He's not dead. There's resurrection, Rayla. He's fine.
Oh my gosh! You scared the daylights out of me.
I'm sorry. He did die. We weren't going to tell
How?
you.
When? What happened?
The plague got him, darling. He died of the plague, and we spent everything we had, and some of the glass glow's money as well, to get a diamond and any cleric that would be willing to help a Sunstrider, and brought him back. But not everything comes back, and yes, he has a cough. He's actually very fortunate compared to others. His body is weaker, and it's harder for him to get around, but he's fine. It won't go away with healing. But that's just how resurrection works sometimes.
Okay. I'd like to see him myself.
And you will. He's coming back. He has to have dinner, of course. It just takes him a little longer, is all.
When? How long ago?
It was, about a month and a half ago.
How long was he dead for?
3 weeks.
So, it was recent.
He's fine, though, Rayla. Besides his coughing, he's fine.
Okay. Okay, I'll trust you on that. Thank you for telling me.
Of course. Please don't feel burdened by it. We want you to be happy.
I want you to be happy.
And we are. We have wonderful friends. A beautiful daughter.
As
Who's
she's like got
strong.
smudged dirt on her face,
Yeah,
she's
right.
like,
Beautiful daughter. Who's strong, talented. We are happy, Rayla. So you better be careful messing with things, because our happiness comes from seeing you be successful. And we're so proud of you. You've done so much. I can't even fathom how hard it's been for you to get so far on your journey.
she kind of brushes a hair out of like the out of the blind eye and is kind of like, it's been rough.
Your mother gently touches your new scars on your cheek. I can see that.
But, well, if you say Dad's almost home, does he still walk the same path?
Yes, he does.
Maybe I can head out and meet him, walk with him back.
She kind of like looks around a little bit anxiously, and I'd rather you didn't, Rayla. It's so dark, and Vale's never been kind to the Sunstriders, and as she like, never, never.
Never.
Not never, but they haven't been kind to us in a few years now, and as she's like going on this rambling, you hear a voice behind you go, "Is that Rayla?" And he like coughs, and you turn around, and there's your father. He has blonde hair that is also turning gray, and he's leaning on a stick as he's walking. and he seems to have deeper wrinkles than he did previously. Worn, mucky clothes. But overall, he looks okay.
Dad! And she's gonna run over and just very gently hug him, now knowing that he's very fragile.
He's going to give you a tight hug back, although you remember your father's tight hugs, and this is only like half the strength he had before.
It's good to see you, Dad.
It's great to see you too, Rayla. I didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Well, I'm here on business, which you'll probably hear from Mom about a bit more later. But for now, it's good to see you.
Oh, it's great to see you. You look wonderful. Got a few battle scars, I see.
Yeah. Trying to wear them with pride.
You wear them with pride. Not trying, you do.
Thanks, Dad.
Let's go inside.
Yeah, let's get you
I
in.
need some bread and cheese. Oh, I've been looking forward to some cheese.
I hope there's still some left.
Oh, Zilli better not have eaten it all.
Too late.
Oh no!
Too late.
Rayla's gonna help him in.
Okay, you walk with him in, and you rejoin the group. And for those inside, when Rayla comes in with another human, she looks very similar to him, except for his eyes. She has more of her mother's eyes than his, but in other features they look very similar, like blonde hair, similar nose, and whatnot. And you can immediately tell it is her dad. What do you guys want to do as they come in? And
I see him like limping and stuff, and he's got a little bit of bread in his mouth, and he's like, oh, and he like stands up and he like gestures for him to sit down. It's just like, here, sir. Here you go.
Thank you. Nice
Pulls
young
out a
Kenku.
clipboard.
Callie looks to Rayla and goes, I've always liked this breed.
My gosh! That's like
Paige Kirk's a little bit of a weird look. He's like, I'll have to ask him about that later.
Rayla's like, oh gosh. He's a character.
He's a character.
He's a character. Oh. What was your name, sir? Presumably Rayla's dad?
Ah, yes. Well, you can't call me a lord anymore. But you can call me, let me make sure I get his name
Eltrond.
right. Eltrond, yes, you are right. Eltrond, son Strider. Father to Rayla. Mara, can I get some water? And she goes, yeah, why don't you just get up and get it yourself, you old goat? And she like goes over and gets him some water.
I love it.
Thank you, Mara. Always so kind. As he's like taking some water. What was your name? As he like points to you, Paige.
Oh, yes. My name is Paige. Paige Quickhand. It's good to meet you.
Paige Quickhand. It's wonderful to meet you, Paige. And there's Zilli. Nice to see you again, Zilli.
Zilli just smiles.
And she's always a quiet one. And there's a new one. And Castil introduces himself, and then Mrs. Sunstrider will be like, oh, and that's Kaya, Arcane. And goes, ah. Good dancers, her family were. Oh, Greg. What? For those not on our chat, we have a player chat, and Greg threw in an idea for a poll he'd like to do, which is terrible.
It's terrible. It's not a real poll.
It's not. It's
But,
terrible.
You know, it was an option 1, option 2. Do I shank the dad? Option 1, I do it with a knife. Option 2, with my rapier instead.
It's not do you, it's how do you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, intrusive thoughts. Oh, my bad.
Well, you're muted, Emily.
I said he already died once.
Yeah.
Wow, you can always do it again.
No! I doubt he'd be
second time's
revived
the
on the
charm.
second one.
No.
Your luck goes down each time, so. He's eating some food, and while he is there anything you guys want to ask or do before they essentially all go to bed and invite you all to go to bed as well?
Oh, yes. Paige makes sure that Castil's introduced. He's like, this is Castil. He's cool. Castil waves. He says, hi, Papa Sunstrider. He says,
Can I have your daughter's hand in marriage? I'm just kidding.
Oh!
No, we'd
so
like to-
Man,
good.
he doesn't even get to meet the father. How
So
disappointing.
sad.
I
so
know he
sad.
doesn't.
Come
This is a
on.
tragedy.
A tragedy. I guess once things sort of calm down a little bit, Paige will ask about the Kenku comment, and be like, you mentioned Kenku. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Do you know any Kenku? I know you've met Clack Featherston. I heard,
Oh yeah.
but I don't know anything about her or her family.
Yes.
I know nothing.
No worries. Yeah, she rose up pretty quickly as a sorcerer. Chief counselor now to the king. Didn't get along with the wizards too well, but that was in her younger years. No, she had a daughter. Yeah, she was quite charming. She had beautiful silver feathers like you do. I guess it's a Kenku thing.
Do you
But-
remember her name by chance?
A name. Her name was... I started with a T, didn't it? And Rayla's mom goes, yes, dear, it was Taima. No, Taima. Yeah, Taima.
You see Paige, he like leans back in his chair. His shoulders relax a little bit. He just kind of like, for a second, you see like his eyes widen, and he just kind of like sits back. He's like, interesting. And he
was
shakes his head. He's
lovely.
like, yeah. Tell me more about her.
Oh, she was lovely. A wizard, actually, I'm pretty sure. Which, did not sit well with her mother. And then, she ran off and married some... nobody, well, as she says nobody, she then changes how she's gonna say it and goes, she ran off and married, someone without any title.
Yes.
So-
I'm familiar. Arvid, I believe.
Arvid, I never knew his name. I just know she ran off with one.
This whole conversation, Kaya will like, her eyes will kind of narrow, and she's just kind of like trying to read Paige and trying to like see if she can understand this whole thing.
Yeah, you could roll an insight check, and I can
I
give you off that.
I shall.
Insight, yes, first roll of the night.
Finally. Okay.
Nat 20, please.
Nat 20, please. Don't forget you can ask for audience help.
You should totally ask for the audience help. We need a poll. It's been too long.
Okay, I got a 14.
Okay. So looking toward Paige, you've known him for a while. You've sort of noticed that he's always tense, and there has not been many times where he's been able to like relax. And this was one of those times. So whoever this particular Kenku is clearly important to him. It is very clear that like he at the very least knows of her. But it's more than that. Like there's something important about her.
Okay. How do I spell her name? Just so I can take note.
Taima?
Yeah.
It's Taima.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Silver Dusk, how people did family search in the olden days. Guys, I'm loving the chat. Also Arthur Vinson saying we need to make a family portrait in regards to the Sunstriders. I would
Everyone's
love that.
here.
Love it. Except for Damien.
Oh, we could dig him up. I mean, you know.
He's ashes. Sorry.
He dead.
He did.
Gone.
That's why when we were having the whole like mind weird whisper thingies and like Damien was saying stuff in Rayla's head or whatever in those like hallucination stuff, she was like, "What? He's dead."
Yeah, he dead.
He dead.
I saw it. He gone.
Yeah, I watched him burn to death. Well, technically chopped off his head and then burned.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to ask or do before everyone here heads to bed?
I think, did Dane message you something?
He did, which we will resolve when you guys are headed to bed.
Okay, because I think once it's like bedtime, Rayla will stay up just to catch up with Nora, talk about her fiance a bit, but I don't think we need to roleplay that. It's just more she did that before going to bed.
Okay. So as you guys are all headed to bed, Kaya, they invite you, saying that there is some space upstairs to like, they'll make room to make sure everyone can have a spot to sleep, and they invite you to stay as well. Do you want to stay the night here? Are you gonna stay awkwardly by the door the whole night? What do you want to do?
I think she would kind of, when everyone else is kind of going down there, she'd kind of stop Paige and maybe say something like, "I don't really feel comfortable here. I don't know if we should, I don't know."
He has like a confused expression on his face. He's like, okay. We don't all have to stay here. I'm sure word hasn't traveled that we're traveling with Sunstriders too far. Maybe you could... Potentially there's, like, a tavern or something, I suppose.
Perhaps I'll just... It's probably nothing. It's probably fine. I'll just, yeah, I'll just stay here. It's probably safer anyways.
We could totally find some place to stay. That would be absolutely fine. If you're feeling more comfortable elsewhere, then that's okay. I don't know exactly what's wrong, but I would like to respect your feelings.
I appreciate it. I'll be fine. I really will. I think it's just nerves from memories and stuff. It's fine. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's all right. I wonder what that wizard thing's about. Do you know anything about that? The sorcerer, wizard, weird dilemma? I thought spellcasters... I don't know the things here. I just thought they all got along.
Well... She looks really uncomfortable by this topic. Yeah, I guess you could say we just don't get along very well. They've never really been a positive influence in my life, I guess.
Interesting. So strange. He just kind of like shakes his head. He's like, all these silly connections and problems between races and professions, and it's so annoying.
She's like laughs kind of awkwardly, like, yeah.
Well, either way, one more night of peace, one more night of rest. We'll figure out the Moliensi seed tomorrow.
As you guys are heading to bed, Castil will stop Rayla, and he will mention that he can cast a plant growth spell to hopefully nourish the land, and he pretty much asks what you think, and if you're okay with him doing that. It's like a grows plants in like 100-foot radius. They're really thick. It enriches the land if he casts it for 8 hours straight. So if he were like, go do it during the night, he could like cast it all night long, and it could then enrich the land in like a half-mile radius. And it would yield twice as much the amount of food when harvested.
That sounds amazing. I know Rayla would worry about it working with this, with like the curse there.
Mm-hmm.
I think she
It's
would,
like an after curse thing.
yeah, I think she would recommend waiting. She definitely thinks it's a great idea, but maybe waiting until they can figure out the thing with the seed first, and then doing that. I think that would be a really good idea. At least that's what Rayla would say.
Okay. Well, with that feedback, we'll see what he decides to do. But, yeah. So then you are able to go and talk with Nora, and as you do that, she, near the end of your conversation, she's getting very excited about it, and Eddie sounds just super nice and gentle, just like a good stand-up citizen. That's kind of how he comes across. A little more soft-spoken. Like he has this charm to him and stuff, but he's not like he's more of an introvert. He's an introvert with charm. And she's like, oh, it'd be so wonderful. I'm going to meet him at the stable tomorrow before we head out on a Scottish accent. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. She's supposed to be Scottish. We're going to go and head out on a wonderful little picnic to celebrate our engagement. And he spent a week's worth of his wage to get wine for it. Oh. I'm so excited, Rayla. Would you please come and meet him with me tomorrow? Your whole party could come. You could all meet him.
Down at
We
the
yeah, we probably should make sure we get to work tomorrow. The sooner we figure out the stuff, the sooner things can get resolved. Yeah. We could stop by maybe for a little bit, but
Oh, of course not the whole day. After all, I'm going on a picnic with him. Just come say hi, meet him. Wouldn't that be wonderful? You could meet my future husband.
okay. Sure.
Say you'll come,
he
Rayla.
looks towards Rayla.
Rayla's like, at the stable.
Please.
Sure. For you,
Oh,
Nora.
you're the best. She's gonna give you a tight hug.
And she'll hug back. Okay. Well, we'll head out in the morning, and then we'll have to get going.
Of course, we'll go early in the morning to the stable. No worries, and then from there you can go and do all your things.
Yes. It sounds great, Nora. It sounds wonderful. He sounds like a dream.
Oh, he is. Well, I better go get some rest, and she's gonna go to bed, and that's kind of how you guys finished out your conversation for the night.
Okay. Rayla is going to be looking for, like, the cat as she goes to sleep, but...
The cat's right by you. The cat has not gone far.
Okay.
No one in your family really noticed the cat, and that's because the cat's just been, like, in your hood the entire time.
Okay, she'll just make sure the cat is comfortable. If Kaya makes any comment about it as they go to bed, I don't know if Kaya makes any comment about it.
Kaya would... She's still acting very aloof. Her back's kind of to the group, and she's just kind of facing the wall. She's still, like, as close to the exit as possible.
Kaya, is
Yeah.
something the matter?
No, I don't know. This place is just doesn't feel the safest, I guess. That's all.
Yeah, I can understand. Being in the home of essentially traitors, what people believe are traitors to the country, that can never be safe, or at least can never feel safe for anyone else.
I guess it's this whole city.
It's not a
Sorry,
safe place anymore.
It's fine. I'm fine. It'll be better once we continue on, I'm sure.
Well, just let me know if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable.
Of course. And she has her, like, cup that she always carries with her, and she's just... This time she's not drinking out of it, she's just kind of observing it and looking at it, still facing away from everybody, as everyone heads to bed.
All right. Is anyone taking a night watch? Oh, and Castil agrees with you, Rayla, to cast a spell after you resolve the curse.
Cool.
Or whatever's going on.
Awesome. Rayla's down for it.
Cuckoo.
Rayla will not take a watch.
Cool. All right. Night watches or no night watches?
Well, they're kind of like in the attic of the glass glow house. Rayla feels comfortable enough here to not take a watch.
Sure. We'll say Paige will take a watch. Like, you'll just stay up for a little bit. Less of like a actively seeking and looking around for safety, and more of just like a thinking sort of a watch.
Yeah. And Kaya, she's not really staying up for a watch, but she is having trouble falling asleep. So she just kind of is in her own world while she just kind of
Probably also staying asleep when you do fall asleep.
Okay, sounds good. So Paige is going to go to sleep eventually. Is that right? And then Kaya
Yeah.
eventually goes to sleep, or are you staying up all night?
She will kind of like fall asleep and wake up. She's just, you know,
Okay,
when you're
drifting
in like
and
a
out.
really creepy house and you like keep waking up in the middle of the night to like the old grandfather clock. It's like that kind of
Okay.
vibe.
Okay, sounds good.
So you're tired in the morning, but not exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get you.
All right.
I slept in a place like that.
As you guys are all sleeping, Kaya's the only one who notices this as she's drifting in and out. But you do notice that Mrs. Sunstrider does leave the house during the night and returns when you're like drifting in and out. She comes back at like the crack of dawn. But that's just as you're coming in and out. You're the only
Is
one
there,
who
like-
notices.
Do I like see her through the window?
You more like hear her passing your door because you're like right next to the door. And she has a very different walk than everyone else. A very regal walk, but also you can tell it's a taller person, not as stout as dwarves are. And you can like see, like she has a light as she's walking, and you can see her shadow like casting in under the door. So you know it's her, but yeah.
Oh,
you
I'm
just see
pretty
that.
sure I know what she's doing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll say as she passes by the second time, Kaya will get kind of curious and she's tired of trying to sleep. So I'll say she like gets up and does like peek out through the door after the light has passed.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Make a perception check. Straight up, please. Unless you want to ask for help from the audience.
They're dying to do a
Well-
poll.
I got a nat 1.
So you want to pull from the audience?
Audience time.
Do you?
But my skill does include 5, so
It's the nat one's a nat one.
okay. All right.
It's up to you. You don't have to ask them for help if you don't want to.
What's happening?
Saigon, she's a werewolf too?
Sorry, hold
I'll,
on, something
I'll
is
keep the
freaking
nat
out.
1. I'll keep the nat 1.
Okay, you're gonna keep the nat one.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
not the poll.
Okay.
Okay, I canceled it. It was wigging out on me.
I'll save it for later.
Save it for later. You like try and peek out and you just fall on the floor very loudly. And you were kind of like leaning on the door and the door kind of breaks a bit and it's like only hanging on by one hinge now.
Oh,
And Mrs. Sunstrider like whips around with the light held out and asks in a nervous, quiet voice, "Who's there?"
Oh, this is awkward.
Show yourself.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. It's Kaya. I just thought I heard a noise and I wanted to just check and make sure everything's all right.
Oh, you shouldn't go startling your elders like that.
My apologies. I didn't realize that this door was on its last life.
It's all right. Go back to bed, no worries. I just had work to do.
Is there anything I can help you with at all? I can't. I couldn't sleep. I would rather be up anyways.
That's very kind of you. You could go make porridge, I guess, for the glass glow. But my jobs are done. I empty chamber pots, and no one likes you doing that during the day.
Oh, of course. She's like, you were out a lot longer than that, but yeah. Well, I guess I'll just go get back to studying. Have a good rest of your night, morning.
You as well. Good night, Kaya. And so,
Again, my apologies. And she kind of bows a little bit and
thank you. And she's gonna awkwardly turn around and start to leave. Roll another perception check.
oh boy. Okay, I got a 9.
Yeah, you don't notice anything with a 9. The DC was a 10.
You want to
Okay.
ask for the audience help, Kaya?
Well, I still have an audience inspiration left. Okay, actually, I'm gonna ask for the audience help for this one.
Okay,
I'll save my
awesome.
inspiration.
I don't know
Good
why
plan.
the poll isn't showing up on here.
Come on, guys. I already had an awkward conversation. At least give me something out of it.
Come on.
Alrighty, let's see. Advantage, disadvantage. What's gonna happen?
Guys, I took the nat 1. You gotta help me out.
Took vote S. What's S and duh? Oh, why are people voting disadvantage?
Advantage and disadvantage.
Professor Foghorn says vote, make it a nat 20.
Make it a nat 20. Yes.
Oh my goodness. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and waiting for Steve's vote to get in here and close. There we go. Advantage did win.
Woo! Close call, guys.
Close call. There were a lot of disadvantages, weirdly.
What if I get another nat 1?
That'd be so funny.
Okay. I got a 23.
Nice.
It's much better.
Much, much better. So as she's leaving, you notice that the back of her sleeve is torn a little, and you see what looks to be drying blood on the edge of her bottom skirt. You just notice that as she's headed back into her room.
Let's see. Must have been a rough chamber pot emptying session. She kind of narrows her eyes before closing the now falling apart door.
I'm gonna explain that in the morning. Awkward.
She's like, I'm not gonna bother to fix this because it's gonna make more sound. And then she just crawls back into her little bedspread thing.
All right. You all awake in the morning to a broken door.
I thought I heard something last night, but I guess I was just so out of it.
Oh, yeah, I got up to I had to go and the door kind of broke. My bad. I'm sorry.
Happens.
I already apologized to your mother.
Was she coming back from her job?
Yeah.
It's not the best job, but it does help.
What exactly does she do?
She works in the local temple, emptying out the chamber pots from all the patients and any other people who dwell there. She empties them before the morning, so that way they don't have to smell them, you know?
Yeah. And she'll kind of like get closer and speak a little bit softer and just like, yeah, just thought you should know that she seemed to have a little cut.
Cut.
There was a little bit of blood. I think you might just want to check in on her and make sure she's all right.
Yeah, I'll go check on her right now. And
She seemed fine. I saw her like right at dawn, but yeah, just thought you might want to know.
okay. Thank you, Kaya. She's gonna immediately go over to her parents' bedroom and knock on the door and be like, "Mom, Dad, it's me, Rayla."
Good morning, Rayla. It's so nice to see you in the morning.
It's good to see you too. I just was curious, Rayla or Kaya.
Kaya's like, why are you bringing me into this?
Kaya mentioned that she saw a little bit of blood on Mom this morning. Mom, did you get cut by something?
She comes to the door, yawning. Cut by something? No.
Can Rayla roll perception or of some kind
Yeah, you can roll for perception.
to see?
I feel like she should get advantage because she grew up with her whole life.
I'll say advantage because you're also looking for something specific that you were told was there.
Okay, cool.
For perception. Insight, I would say if she was doing insight, she could get advantage on that, Kaya. But
Okay. Awesome. That is a 19.
19. You notice that on her dress, there's a new patch. Like the seam has been re-sewed. And it looks like the dress was freshly cleaned recently. Still looks a little damp on her. But
Rayla's going to gently kind of like reach out and like kind of touch that area and be like, "Mom, did something happen?"
Oh, this. Oh. Don't worry about it, Rayla. It was a difficult night at the temple. They had some unruly patients. But don't worry. I helped them pin one of them down and they were able to get the bone back in, and it was a little bloody, but it's okay.
Oh gosh. Okay, as long as you're okay, Mom.
I'm fine, darling. A little tired, but I'll take a nap later.
All right. Well, we're going to be going about our day today. Just let me know if you need anything.
Of course. We'll be here today. It's, your father's walk took a little bit of a strain out of him, so I'm just gonna make sure he's, staying in bed. I don't need to stay in bed. She's like, you need to stay in bed.
Well, man, this is so sad. So as a paladin, Rayla is immune to disease because she's got divine health. I just wish I could transfer that, you know? So she's just gonna say, is today your day off?
Not normally, but your mother insists that I'm unwell.
She's like, you're very unwell. You're coughing way too much for this morning. Don't worry about it, Rayla. Once he takes some good rest, he'll be just as fine tomorrow, and he'll be back to work then.
I don't need to sleep.
Yeah, Dad, you need to stay in bed.
No, I don't.
He's like a grumpy old man. He's like, I can do it.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait, do good berries disappear after a day?
Yeah.
Sad. Okay, she doesn't
Yeah,
have
they
those
do.
anymore. Because it said in here I had good berries.
Yep.
Bummer. Yeah, those are gone.
Sad day. Okay, well, she literally has, like, nothing on her except money, so she'll be like, okay, well, rest well. I'll see you all this evening, hopefully.
Of course, darling, and be sure not to get in too much trouble or go digging around too much. I mean, I know it's your job, but still be careful.
I'll do my best.
Of
All right,
course.
well, see ya.
Love you. And she's going to close the door, and you hear some coughing. And he's like, I'm fine. And she's like, not Kaltor, sorry. Sunstrider. Sunstrider, go to bed now, or I'm divorcing you. You wouldn't. She's like, I would. So that's what you hear as they like drift further away from the door.
Rayla just quirks a small smile because she knows that this is what her mom does to get him to do things he doesn't want to do when he's
Emotional
stubborn.
manipulation.
Probably fine.
I guess Rayla's gonna get with the rest of the party, go back over there and
Yeah.
just inform Kaya that it was just like a patient that, you know, one doesn't like Sunstriders and two was unruly because it was getting a bone put back in it. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
She's when you go back in, she's back to her aloof self. Should just kind of be against the wall, and when you tell her, she just kind of nods.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we better get started with our day.
Yeah.
Trying to find where to go. We could probably
Paige-
talk to Lord Benvin, maybe? I don't know if he'd know much.
Paige, he seems very annoyed this morning as he's like getting up, and he's like, yeah, we have to go see your friend's boyfriend or whatever.
Paige does not want to.
Could just get started on the mission, but
Kaya's the exact same way right now.
well, we have to do it real quickly. If we spend any time, no more than 20 minutes. No, 15 minutes.
If you guys want to go ahead and get going, starting to talk to other people, I can catch up with you. Like, by all means, please go ahead, and I'll stay with Nora, and I'll come catch up with you guys.
You can talk to Seraphine, can't you?
Me? I could if I cast Speak with Animals.
Seraphine. She knew people who knew information.
Do you want me
Maybe
to...
she has information again.
Zilli can also talk with animals as well. She has speech. I think, right?
I think she does.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
If Kaya can get her cat near Seraphine, then they could have a conversation, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think Seraphine is currently in Rayla's hood.
Now she's just like, now that it's not raining outside and stuff, she's just walking along beside you.
Okay.
And you guys haven't gone down for breakfast yet. but we'll address that later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We should definitely ask her.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Zilli, you want to ask Seraphine, or do you want me to ask Seraphine, or?
I can do it.
Yeah, just ask her if she knows any contacts.
Sorry, real quick. I'm just realizing I don't have the lights on in this room, and it's getting dark out.
Oh.
Oh.
There we go. Much better.
We can see your beautiful face.
Yay. So yeah, Zilli will use her beast speech to talk to Seraphine and ask her if she knows anything about where this other Moliense seed would be.
How do you go about asking that?
I think she would start by just being like,
You know why we're here, right?
Revenge? No. Fish? No. I forgot.
she's going to pick up Seraphine, like Lion King style, and have her look out the window. And it's like,
What do you see out there?
Glass.
can cats even see glass? Because I know birds can't.
And cats can see glass.
Everything the light touches is covered
Sorry.
in fog.
Pass the glass.
Mist.
Yeah. It's because of a Moliense seed. We're trying to find this. We're trying to see if there's another one here that's causing all of this. Do you, by chance, know anything about that?
Damien. Good pet, good scratches. And treats.
She did not just say that. She did not just say that.
Oh, she did.
Oh, she did.
Oh, she did.
Oh, she did.
Name drop. Name drop. We know who that is now.
Well, technically, I said it to the mom outside, so you guys.
You said it once at the dinner table.
Oh, I did. Once.
But
We've heard it.
Zilli would know the name as well.
yeah.
You would, yes.
Well, they found the one that Damien put out there. But there are chances that there's another one.
Let's give a higher low to the audience
Oh.
on what the cat will do.
Ooh, what will the cat do?
So for the audience, you choose if you want a high roll or a low roll. And if I roll my dice and it lands on the one you all voted for, then it goes in the direction that's positive. And if it goes in the opposite direction of what you voted for, it goes in the negative direction of what's going to happen.
3 more Damiens.
Yeah, the chat is saying that there's another Damien. That would be awful.
Real quick, while the audience is voting, there was something that Steve said, like right at the beginning. He said, I still can't get over how much Zilli's face actually looks like Megan, like trying to figure out how to spell my name. I will tell you, Steve, both of those are wrong.
You're not gonna
I
tell
will
him
not
how to
give you the
spell it?
correct one. I will just tell you what is incorrect.
well, here's the thing. I have met very, very few people named Megan who are spelled the same way mine is. It's actually Meagan. So there's an extra A at the beginning. So I just thought I'd answer that question.
Little hints here and there. Love it.
Also, Seji says a second Damien has hit the second tower.
No.
Oh my God.
That was horrible.
That's horrible.
That's messed up.
Not a second Damien, guys. That'd be wild, though.
That would be wild. All right. Let's start closing up the poll.
All right, 3, 2, 1, closed. Hi is the answer.
Hi, it is. All right. Let's roll the dice. See how the kitty gonna react. And it was high. So, what did you say to the cat? You said there was a second seed that he didn't plant, or is just the second one?
Just that there's a possibility of a second seed.
Right. And the cat goes,
I'd know if there was a second one.
Well, when we took out the seed back in Ingwood, it all stopped. The fog went away. No one changed.
No one's changed here.
Right.
It's
But
not a
there's-
seed.
What?
It's not a seed.
Oh no. What is it?
Well, then what could it be?
Hmm. I promised I wouldn't say.
I'll get you fish.
Promise to a dead guy or fish?
That guy can't get you fish.
Roll for persuasion.
Says Seraphine.
Persuasion.
everyone's like, what is persuasion?
Zilli just like
There's-
puts the
there's
cat
Zilli.
down, rolls the dice, picks the cat back up.
Wait, it's persuasion. Oh, my persuasion's not that bad actually.
Oh.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. That's pretty darn good. Let's see what she gets as not persuade. Fish is pretty persuasive.
Nova Flare, we're assuming the dead guy is Damien, maybe because he gave her stitches.
I know cats. I have cats. They will do anything for fish.
Curses. You know how to manipulate her.
It's gotta be a big fish. No tuna. Salmon. Or bigger. My weight in fish. Yes.
My weight in fish.
Okay. I guess I'll tell you.
Give me 1 second as I pull up my notes from this thing because I didn't think you were gonna get that.
I'm gonna assume, Zilli, are you going to just tell all of this to us so we could just write down notes while you're getting the
Yeah.
information? Okay.
Yeah, she'll tell you. And I have a plan on getting her this big fish if she can find one in market. Nova Flare. Shark.
Shark.
A snapper.
Red snapper,
River
that's pretty
trout.
dapper.
True.
Oopsies.
Dolphin.
Dolphin.
They are mammals.
Oh, poor, sweet, naive Seraphine doesn't know the difference between a fish and a mammal. No, so
Dang
sad.
it.
Sad day, guys. Your
If it
cat's name
looks
is
like a fish and
Snickers?
swims like a fish.
I love that. Snickers.
Oh.
So that way, whenever you have a bad day, you just know you just need a Snickers. It'll turn everything around.
Eat
Yeah.
a Snickers. You're not yourself when you're
Yeah,
angry.
You're not yourself when you're hangry. Yes, you just need a Snickers. Particularly Steve's cat. Snickers.
How many calories? No, I'm kidding.
Not the cat. That makes me think of this this video I saw of it was like barbecuing and and so the one dude's like, all right, first thing you gotta do, like, to how to have the best barbecue, he's like, first thing you gotta do, turn on the grill, and then his friend goes, and then you get your dog.
Oh no!
And then it like cuts there as the dude's like, what? No.
No!
And then they did
Bad
another
ending.
one with the cat, but it was like a baking thing, so it was like it was
She's a
like,
good sized
it's like
lunch. says
preheat
Steve.
the oven, and he's like, and make sure your cat is in there, and it's like, what?
How could you say that?
Yeah.
By a man, eat fish, he day. Teach fishman to a lifetime. Wiser words have never been stated, said you will the.
Oh gosh. Also,
No.
Thaibagon saying to quote a random little girl from my first visit to SeaWorld, dolphin feels like a rubber hot dog.
Oh
There
no!
you
They're
go.
like,
Actually, I can actually get behind that.
can
I've
see
felt
that. That
a
would make
dolphin
sense.
before.
Yeah.
I have as well, but it was just like the nose.
Yeah,
The
they're
I'm
like, they're like
jealous.
not as flimsy as a hot dog. They're more firm, obviously, but like
I
Yeah.
want to pet one.
I thought you had.
I haven't.
I'm sorry.
Well,
So
I
sad.
didn't pet it. It was just like a photo opportunity at Clearwater Marine Aquarium. All they had me do was just hold my hand out, and then the dolphin came and booped its nose on my hand.
Oh,
I got to swim with it.
wow.
Oh, that's cool.
It was very fun.
I don't know why, but I feel like a dolphin would be like mucusy in my head. But I mean, that also makes sense for it to be like smooth and rubbery instead. Yeah, that makes sense.
Actually, there. Just thinking back on Thygon's comment, there was this moment I was at the aquarium with a group, and this was in Japan, and someone from my group came up to me, and she was laughing, and I'm just like, what happened? she's just like, I was passing by this family, and a little girl pointed at one of the fish and just goes, "Oishi," which, some Japanese lessons for you, that means delicious.
She's like, we're not in an aquarium, we're in a restaurant.
This buffet's fitted. They got all sorts of
wait.
sushi ready to go.
Arthur Vincent said we had stingrays at our aquarium,
Oh,
and now I have to ask, did you get to pet them?
Stingrays are cool. I've never pet one of those.
I love stingrays, and feeding them is so much fun. They're so
You
cool.
got to feed them?
Yeah,
the
you can do
little
that at the
mouth
Denver
at the bottom.
Aquarium.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
I didn't know you could feed them. I knew you could pet
Mhm.
them.
You can feed them. I've also pet a jellyfish at the Denver Aquarium.
That's cool.
What?
Yeah, you can pet the moon jellyfish when they have them out. They're like, beep. They're so.
All right, next
Wow.
trip,
Yeah.
we're gonna all go down to Colorado.
Okay. Sorry, it took me a while to find that. It was buried beneath my prophecy is buried within another thing. So, my bad.
Lord
I
time.
wasn't planning for you guys to have this for a while. Okay.
Oh,
Speedrun.
all right.
Okay. Okay. So, she's like,
A big fish. Fish in, like, my weight in fish. Okay. Put me down. I don't like being held like this.
Okay.
And puts her down.
ow. And she, like, sits up all prim and proper and proud, licks her paw once, and her tail, like, wraps around her feet, as her eyes start to glow a bright blue. And everyone hears this as she says,
Born beneath the flame-split sky, 2 sun-strider heirs shall cry. One shall rise, the other fade, for light and shadow share no blade. Veil shall fall, not to war or sword, but to creeping fog no flame can ward. Wings of night shall claim the spire, and silence feast where once burned fire. In the town's heart, where trust was sown, a rot shall bloom beneath polished stone. The council speaks with silver breath, but hides the pact that beckons death. When blood and ash mix on the stair, the truth shall wake if one still dares.
and she licks her paw. And then you only hear, no one else hears this, but only Zilli hears this as her eyes fade.
That's what he got from my mistress. It was supposed to be a secret.
And she, like, licks her paw.
Huh? What? Can you put that prophecy in the chat? Oh, I see it now.
That was great.
Can you put that in the chat? Oh, I see it now. That was so funny.
Yeah. Paige just looking around, now hearing a random voice in his head.
They're back.
Ah,
The craziness is back.
She's gonna be
the
like,
voices.
did that prophecy just name drop me?
Yeah. Wait, you heard that too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the cat.
He looks towards Seraphine. He's like, I thought.
I
you
just
meant
imagine
something."
Castil being like, oh no, it's doing things again.
And Zilli's just staring at the cat, just like,
I am finding you the biggest fish.
Get out of my brain. Get out of my brain. Huh.
You must be the fish.
She, like, licks her paw again.
I'm sorry, Seji, I know exactly which video you're talking about. He said, I'm imagining Seraphine doing that one cat video where the person holding the cat goes, "Are you spicy?" And the cat immediately screams afterwards. It's just, ah!
That's so funny.
Well, I guess we have a direction.
Is
And something to think about.
there a section of the town that Rayla would remember that like would be like the heart of the town? Like, would that be like the town square? Would that be the Castle Kaltor?
That'd be the castle is more of like seen as the heart of the town.
Frick. Oh. Pardon my language, Barzool.
I will also say that, like, after all of this is said, Kaya will kind of bend down to the cat and, like, look between the cat and Zilli and just kind of ask, does this have anything to do with my sister? Do you know anything about her whereabouts at all?
My master does.
She says to Zilli.
And Zilli repeats that.
How do we find your master?
I can take you there. It's my mission after all.
To take us there?
What does she intend with us?
And now everyone hears this as she goes,
Oh. I don't know. My master works in mysterious ways. But she wants U5. So I bring her U5.
Where does she live?
Oh. I can't say, but I can lead you there.
How long would it take to lead us there?
uh-huh, sneaky question. You're clever. Let's see, how long would it take you guys to get there?
Sus.
Thygon,
Very
don't
suspicious.
trust the cat. Nova Flare, trust the cat.
Getting mixed messages. These voices in Paige's head, they're like
About
really
4
giving mixed
days.
messages.
Oh, sorry, mixed messages. Sorry.
About 4 days.
Sorry for getting you off, Greg.
All good.
Are we heading in the right direction?
You can.
Can I pull out my map and just show it to the cat and point at the spot I have circled and be like, and look at that circle. Is it about 4 days from here?
Yeah, the circle's about 4 days away from here.
I'm gonna point at that and be like, is that where?
There? Oh, I can't say.
Is that the direction?
Depends if you're gonna give me another fish or not.
I'll buy you another fish, yeah. I'll get you
A
another
big fish?
Big fish, salmon.
I do like salmon.
She like licks her paw again, rubs it on her face.
It's close to there.
So your master knows where she is, though.
She can tell you. She can see all things.
Guys. Rayla will fold up her map, and you notice that she pointedly made sure that nobody else could see the location on the map. And she like folded that.
Kaya would go over there and be like, "Where is it?" And she would look at it like.
Rayla like is covering it up. She's like, no, it's not good. It's illegal.
Illegal.
Hey.
Kaya's eyes would narrow and she'd be like, "Rayla, is there something you're hiding from us?"
Like you haven't been hiding stuff from us?
Hiding stuff? I haven't been hiding anything. Where is that on the map?
It's a location 4 days away from here.
Where is it?
It's not a place we should go.
And she just said she's leading us all there. So
We're
I think all of us, and she'd look around to everyone, I think all of us deserve to know where this is.
technically Castil, but he's not here, so I'm not gonna bring him into it. No, it's not. No, Kaya, it's. We
Then
can't.
tell me where it is, and then I guess we'll know where the dangerous place is.
Well, then we can't go there, especially if she's trying to bring us to some master.
Hunyang.
What does he want with us? What does he want with me and with this
I guess there's no
prophecy?
way to find out until we go. I mean, this is about my sister. This is the whole reason I came out here. Can you really at least not share with us why it's dangerous?
It's dangerous. We can't. It's a traitorous thing.
Because why, Rayla?
Because it's where my brother was going. He pointed it on the map. It was the last thing that he gave to me.
Oh.
He was a traitor to this country. And if he wanted us to go there, then it's traitorous in the eyes of the kingdom. And if we're branded as traitors, we're dead. And if this cat wants... Seraphine, I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you this, cat, but you've been very nice. But still, this just rings alarm bells.
Your brother told you to go here as his final words, and you still haven't checked it out.
No.
Well, I mean, he was a traitor by the law, to be fair. I'm starting... Not to butt in, but I'm starting to think that, there's a little bit more than just the label of that. But I don't know.
What do you
Clearly, he's in the prophecy. It talks about two Sunstrider heirs. That would be you and your brother. And one shall rise, the other shall fade. I mean, your brother did die. It also talks about a silence feast where once burned fire in the town's heart, where trust was sown, a rot shall bloom beneath polished stone. Counsel speaks with silver breath, but hides the pact that beckons death. And then finally, when blood and ash mix on the stair, the truth shall wake if one still dares. Blood and ash, that's an execution, is it not? Presumably of your brother. Man. And he, looks towards Seraphine. He's like, there is... It doesn't make sense. You don't make sense, he says to Seraphine. He's like, I don't know what you want, or what your master wants, or what your master's servants
I
want.
want to take you to Unmyang.
I know
It is a
that much.
champion's duty to complete their task.
She puts back her head a bit, very proudly, chest puffing out a bit.
Sorry, isn't that something that Castil found out?
That she was a champion.
Yeah, no one else knew about this.
Yeah, he didn't tell anyone.
Castil. And now he's the only one who was not here.
He's just in pure shock that the cat's talking to everyone. He's freaked out.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Kaya. It's just... I don't want anyone here to be branded as a traitor.
I'm not going there because he told me to go there. I'm going there because I choose to go there to find my sister. It is not a traitor's action. I wish that you would tell me where Seraphine is trying to take us.
I don't think it's a good idea. Especially,
Then
we don't
at-
even know what this Anyang wants from us.
Then at least be transparent with us here. I thought we were a team.
A team? Yeah, sure, we're the curse breakers. But you seem to just not want to be a part of anything here.
It's not about that. It's about you are hiding information from us.
Well, it didn't seem relevant until now.
And now it is. So could you please? Tell us what's on your mind.
Well, after my brother was killed, before he died, he wrote out this message, and then it was delivered to me after his death. It was essentially just scribbles and scrawlings on a piece of paper, and I put it up to the map as I knew it was some sort of location, and, well, it was, I think, and it seems that there's something at this location that he wanted me to go and investigate, or something. But even then, he was a traitor to the crown.
Did you know him to be a traitor before he performed this
No.
act? Well, I'm just wondering if maybe he's not the traitor that everyone thinks him to be.
You don't know him.
I don't. I know. I'm going off of what you told me. Maybe this is a big trap. Maybe it's a horrible idea. But maybe there's something he was trying to tell you. Clearly there was, but something that you didn't see before.
Kaya, I don't want to talk about this right now. It's my family, it's my business.
Okay, well, could you at least tell us where the cat is trying to take us? Disregarding all of your business?
Fine. But I was not the one to show you this. She'll show you the map so you can mark it on yours, and then she'll fold it all up and put it back in her bag.
Just so everyone can see where that circle is.
It's by Amdon and Flovis.
She'll pull out her notebook and just start taking some notes, and she's quiet for a little bit.
Well, outside of all of this, I suppose if we were to begin looking for this, the way to break this curse here in Vale, I do believe that the prophecy has room for that in its words. It says that Vale shall fall, but it specifically says it will fall to the fog. And that doesn't mean that it is destroyed. However, I am quite wary of the fact that it says the council speaks with silver breath, but hides a pact that beckons death. Council speaking with silver breath sounds like nobility of some kind. And that would be very, very bad if we had to deal with nobility. Especially if they were the ones who have this pact that beckons death.
Well, we could talk to the Kaltors. They're a wonderful family.
They don't happen to be a bird race, do they?
No.
Arakakra,
No.
Kenku,
No.
or other?
They are humans.
Do they have a family crest?
They are the Kaltor family. You'll probably see it on banners around Vale. They are the ones that helped spare my family. They come from Icewind Dale. Or not Icewind Dale, where was it? It was... They come from... It's written in my thing, hold on.
Iceward?
Iceward. In Frostvale. That's what I mixed up their city and their state essentially. They come from Ice Ward.
I see.
Which
Okay.
is not Arkukari or Steelforge. So Steelforge is
far.
this shadowy place over here, guys. And then Arkukari is this other landmass. That's where we are. And Ice Ward is all the way up there.
So spooky. I see.
But they're good people. And Kaya, I'm sorry for snapping at you. I can't. I don't want to see. There's a lot of complicated things. I just don't want to see you guys hurt.
I appreciate it. I just think that if we're all going to work together, then we should be able to rely on each other.
Well, I think the same, but it doesn't seem like we can really do much of that.
She'll turn back to Seraphine and ask her, and what if we don't go with you to see your master?
Then you don't get answers.
That's it? Just don't get answers?
I'll have to leave. I will have failed.
You don't seem to have been working very hard to lead us up there.
Yes, I have. You don't think you fell into that hole on purpose? On accident, I mean.
This cat.
How did that lead us anywhere close to there?
You all met, and then you were stuck together. And I led you to where the seed was. I'm a great champion. Oh, and I saved you from the monster. Many legs it had.
Why must we find the seeds before we return to her?
Oh, you don't have to. It just seemed the best way to keep you together.
Not the cat being the dungeon master. It's crazy.
I think let's
Self-insert much.
I think we should go.
Use my
and-
personal will right here.
I think we should go and start looking around here in Vale for a way to get rid of this fog.
And then we go to my master.
And we figured that out.
Sure.
Like a fish.
Executions don't happen to occur on polished stone, do they?
Oh, they very much do.
That one was. He was executed in the guards, area. But we have to go downstairs to the stable and then we can head over there.
Yeah. Of course it's the guards area. This is the second time. Second guards area. Underneath. Weird.
So while you guys are talking about that, she's still gonna ask the cat. She's gonna be like, what exactly, word for word, did your master ask you to do?
Oh. She said to grab the Noble Five and bring him to her.
And that's all.
Yeah.
Are we considered the Noble Five?
You're an option for him.
Option?
How does one become part of the Noble Five?
I don't know. I just do what Master says. She's great.
And how did you find us?
How I found you? Oh, that's easy. You all have a very strong smell.
Yeah.
Like what?
Kind of like sniffs the air.
He smells like a wet dog.
She like points to Paige, and everyone's hearing this. And she sniffs the air again.
Oh, finding her soul is easy.
And she like nudges to Zilli. And then she kind of like looks. She looks to Rayla and she goes,
Self-hatred too, that's easy to find.
Then she sniffs the air again and goes,
Desperation too.
and she like looks to you, Kaya.
Kaya will turn to Paige and be like, "Wet dog?
He
Do
says,
you know what that's about?"
I'll have you know, I clean myself very regularly. My feathers very clean.
Rayla's very offended.
And a runaway.
And she like looks to Castil.
All very strong scents.
Is that what she told you to look for?
No. She said the Noble Five.
I guess we're 5 people.
She's looking for 5 sacrifices, actually.
Rayla's gonna be like, guys, let's talk on the way. Let's walk and talk. I think
Yeah.
we need to leave.
We should grab some breakfast before we go.
And
That's not the
fish.
idea. Yes, and fish for you.
Fish for you, they're very suspicious.
Kaya just like narrows her eyes at Seraphine while she just pets her own cat on her shoulders.
Seraphine glares at the cat and goes,
Fake.
and then she's gonna stand up and her tail's gonna go up and she's gonna prance away from the cat.
Rayla now
Gosh.
doesn't know how to feel about the cat. She likes the cat, but still is now kind of suspicious of the cat.
My cat's superior, actually.
Alright, they head downstairs.
Okay, you guys all head downstairs and Nora goes, you had a cat this whole time. I had no idea. And she's gonna go up and she's gonna pet Seraphine and she purrs and rubs against her and
And we all stare at her like,
Does she not like people normally? Am I special?
and she like picks up the cat and the cat goes, meow.
Very special,
Yes.
Nora.
I'm tempted to ask the mom about the location on the map. But I feel like that would be a horrible idea.
That would be really bad. You'd trigger her panic attacks.
She's thinking about it, but she won't do it because she knows you're right there.
Nora is gonna go,
Oh, well, come on, quick. There's some porridge on the table.
and she's gonna put down a Seraphine and she like licks herself again and like shakes herself off as if she was touched by someone less worthy. And then she goes,
Come, sit down. We gotta hurry if we're gonna go meet up with Eddie.
Yep, yes, of course. And we'll
Right, Eddie.
eat up
Yeah.
real quick and head out.
wonderful. All right, you guys can eat. If there's nothing you want to do around breakfast, then we can just time skip to when you reach the stable. Does that
Okay.
sound good?
Rayla's not hiding who
Sounds good.
she is. Again, she's probably getting spat on as she goes, but that's
Yeah.
just normal.
Normal mistreatment, people spitting, glaring. Trash gets thrown at you guys once in a while.
Sorry.
There are a few more chamber pot shots, but you guys avoid those, and
Oh,
Rayla
gosh.
points them out as you know the tricks to recognize them.
Yeah.
This whole time, Zilli is going to keep an eye out for a very big fish. Any that you can find in like.
I'll say you
market or
guys
something.
do pass by. Right. Okay. Sorry. You guys do pass by some stands, which you do find some seafood. They're not very fresh, though, as this is more towards the mainland, so it's it survived through cooling magic, but it's not fresh at all. But you do find fish.
But is there a big one?
You can find one that's like this big.
Ah, but she said in her weight.
How much would it cost to get a handful of them?
A handful of these kind of fish.
Mm-hmm.
They're hard to get in the mountains. They require magic to preserve them this long. So I'd say if you were to get 5, they would probably charge you a platinum for that. So it's pretty much 2 gold per fish.
Is there by chance like a basket of fish? Like a small basket of this fish?
Sure.
Okay, this could possibly work. And this is probably gonna be stupid, but you know what? I want to see this play out.
Ain't no way.
As long as it's not illegal,
Zilli
guys.
About to yoink this fish with her +2 sleight of hand. Oh no.
And we're gonna be doing this in the weirdest way possible.
Do you want to?
So first, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Just in broad daylight, you're going around a corner.
It'd be
I'm
fun
gonna-
if you
I'm
did
gonna
it
go around.
right in front of the shop owner.
I'm gonna do it around the corner. Zilli knows the ins and outs of
streets.
like the alleyways and the streets and all that. She can find a place to hide and cast invisibility.
Okay. You could do that.
And then she is going to quietly go around to it. And she's like she's basically going to use one of the fish as like kind of like as a puppet. She's gonna be like changing her voice to make it seem like it's like the spirit of the fish or whatever. She's gonna have it like sit up and like flop it a little bit and just be like, oh my gosh, my home, where is my home? And like make it look around and then look at the person running the stand. You are the one who brought me here. You are the one who took me away. You're the reason I'm dead. And then she's going to make it look like it jumped at the guy.
Okay, I'm first gonna have you roll for stealth. And then I think I'm gonna make it performance as your second roll. Stealth with advantage, performance straight
So,
up.
Megan, are you asking the audience for advantage or disadvantage?
Let's see what this first roll is like first. And that gets me a 16.
Well, you have advantage because you're invisible.
Yeah.
I am invisible. That's right. Yeah, that's still a 16.
Ah.
Wait, why is there a pull up?
I don't know.
There's like a pull up here. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So with the 16, you do sneak up successfully. Everyone just sees her vanish and sneak around. You get to the stand, roll performance on the fish. So that's a straight up roll.
Alright, my performance ain't that bad either. That's a dirty 20.
Hey!
Dang, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna have him roll for sanity.
This guy's gonna get nightmares for real.
Let's go!
I am
First
traumatizing
NPC sanity check.
He's seen this before.
He's seen this before. He's like, no, he failed.
No. This story. I heard this story before.
He has
I know
not
this
seen
happened.
this before.
He's like, huh? Oh my
So
god.
he just starts babbling, and he's like, the fish, and he's like runs away and he's just babbling nonsense. And people like are looking at him like he's completely crazy and like avoiding him. And he's just running away and he's like,
He was just barely thinking right before that, what if fish took over the world? And then that happened.
The end. Take cover. Hide. The fish.
They're coming for you.
And as he runs away, Zilli's going to take the basket and maybe another fish for good measure.
Take a point of DM inspiration from that. That was great.
That's hilarious.
Yoink.
Give me that.
You guys are hilarious. So you have, we'll say, you have 7 fish, each worth £1.
So that's like 7 pounds.
7 pounds of fish, yeah.
That's probably.
Do you want to put that?
Seraphine's weight, right?
Do you want to put that in Rayla's backpack while we're like until we get to a spot that she can eat it?
Nah, that's gonna look suspicious on your part. Zilli's gonna put it in her own pack.
Okay.
That's smart. Okay. So you guys keep traveling and eventually find Zilli again.
So I'm like, oh, where'd you go?
You all make it to the stable. I'm gonna put you on a map. One side of it is not there. We're just focusing on the stable side. But I'm gonna put you on that map. This is like a larger stable. It doesn't appear like that on the map, but it is a larger stable, okay?
Are we on the map yet?
No, I'm moving your tokens on there, and then you'll be on there in a second.
Okay.
And it is kind of not in the middle of the city, but it's like right on the border of changing between poor class to like middle class. It's near a bridge that like connects to the noble side, but it's like next to the bridge. And it's kind of old looking. You can definitely smell horses from inside of it. Yeah. And I'll put you guys on the map, so just give me 1 second.
What is everyone's passive perception?
11.
11 for Zilli.
15.
And Paige, yours was
13.
okay. I'd say actually probably only Kaya notices this. Kaya, as we're coming up on the stable, you actually notice Rayla's hand trembling just slightly, very slightly. Her hand's trembling as they're getting closer to the stable.
Then Kaya will say something about it. And she'll say, because she's also extra paying attention to everything right now because she feels extra nervous and anxious in this city. And she'll basically be like, Rayla, you're shaking. Are you alright? Is there something wrong?
Oh,
is there something
no,
we need to know?
We're good. We're fine. She'll just kind of like grab her wrist and her hand that's like trembling and just kind of like try and like rub it out like with her other hand.
And she'll slow down and she'll like face you and be like, what's wrong? You don't usually shake like this. There's clearly something.
Nothing that concerns you. Right now, at least. Just be on your guard. That's it. It's fine. We're fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
She'll look to Castil and Paige.
He shrugs. He's like, "Yeah. She says it's fine, and it's fine, I suppose."
Since Castil's not here, he just nods in agreement.
Well, if it gets worse, then let us know. And then she just kind of turns around and just keeps walking.
That's a big cat.
That's a big cat.
She's not gonna pester you about it anymore.
Because it's nothing important. And you notice that now she's just kind of like rubbing her wrist and her hand. Very tense.
She's gonna pay special attention to that. Now.
I love the theories in the chat, guys. So is Nora leading the way?
Nora is. We aren't playing with this part, so just ignore this part. Oh no. Ignore that.
Yeah. That area is dissentering. I don't know why it's doing that.
Just ignore that. We're not playing with that side. We're only
There's a
playing
dragon
with
in there.
this smaller area over here. That's the side we're playing on. She's leading the way. I didn't make a token for her, my bad. So she's using the pretty blue elf.
Okay, cool.
But she is leading the way. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. Awkward.
Is the cat next? Where's the cat?
She's next to you.
Okay.
She's been keeping her promise of following next to you.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
And she opens the door. I think can you guys walk through the door?
Yeah, we can walk through
Okay,
the
good.
door.
She just goes, "Oh, you're going to love him. He's absolutely wonderful." And that's strange. It's a little quiet. Eddie. And she like starts looking in some stalls.
Can I ask, is this where my horse is
Oh
kept,
my
or is it
gosh!
somewhere else?
Your horse has been at the glass glows, and they've have not taken it to a stable, but instead have been like taking care of it next to their house.
Okay.
They've kind of like brought it around to the back. They have like a little alley spot, so it's not seen by other people. So he's being taken care of.
I'm glad Jack's okay. I'm glad that Jack is all right and very healthy and doing well. That's pretty awesome. I'm really glad.
Oh my gosh, I think I stumbled upon something.
You did. So as you guys are looking around, there aren't any horses in this stable, which is really weird. Especially Rayla, you know this because it's a very popular stable. There's no horses in here. And as you go further in, you see that there's blood on the ground, and as you follow the blood, you find a mutilated body of the stable owner, crumpled in the corner of this stall.
So Kaya's she'll be like waiting outside until she hears everybody like freaking out, and then she'll go in.
And you find a dead body.
And this is Bert Frankie.
This is Bert.
And Rayla just stumbles back. I would like to roll for sanity.
Roll for sanity.
Yeah, Paige doesn't go much closer with the blood and all.
That's do I have a -1 in sanity? I do. That's a 5.
5?
That's
a
5.
fail.
All right, who wants Rayla to lose her memory again? Everyone in the chat say I for agree.
That would be really bad in this.
This would be
Say
really
not
bad.
I for disagree.
So I'm gonna have Kaya investigate the body. While you're doing that, I'm gonna roll for that.
While she's freaking out.
Roll for investigation.
I gotta roll a D100.
Yeah, sorry, D100.
I got a
that is an
16.
8.
Okay, we'll come back to the 16, Kaya.
8 and then a 10.
8 and then a...
That's kind of awful. That was really terrible rolls.
Well, that is pretty bad. Okay.
Oh no.
So for 10 minutes, you just retreat into your mind to become paralyzed. The effect ends if the character takes any damage.
Okay, yeah, no,
Somebody smack her.
she'll stumble back into like a hay bale, and then just like on the ground, paralyzed. Can I say that like she's just shaking in her paralytic state? It's just like trembling all over.
416. Also, Nora's like freaking out and she's like calling for Eddie and like going into every stall. Now that there's a dead body.
Nobody touch anything. We need to inform the guards, right? I mean,
And at that moment, Kaya investigates the body.
Hey, I didn't say I touch him. I just go near him and check things.
Around. It looks like he was definitely attacked with a small knife. And as you're looking around, you do see that there is a platinum coin that has fallen amongst the hay with some blood on it.
Experienced knife work or not experienced knife work?
This does not look experienced at all. And looks like it was probably painful. Because it was not experienced.
Is the knife there?
You don't see a knife.
Okay. So, at Paige's words, she'll kind of back up. She'll turn to Rayla and she'll pull out her water and try to offer it to her.
Rayla can't accept it because she can't move.
She just she'll kneel down next to her and kind of rub her back and be like, "It's okay, it's all right." And while she's like kind of whispering stuff like this, she's just looking around, like looking to Paige, like, "What's going on?" She's not asking anything, but her eyes are definitely asking.
Who is he? Do we know him? Rayla
That's
might know
Bert.
him.
He's the owner of the place.
Oh dear.
He's Eddie's boss.
Where's
He's
Eddie?
Mr. Sunstrider's. I don't know.
What?
It's Mr. Sunstrider's boss.
Oh,
But Eddie, and she's like running and checking more stalls. And she kind of stops in this back stall, and then she just stumbles backwards and sits on the ground right here and just starts sobbing as she has pulled from this stall a bag that has the initial E carved onto the buckle, and it looks like the strap was torn.
When I investigated the body, did it look recent or did it look like it's been a little bit?
It looks like it's been several hours. Not a full 24, but it's been a few hours.
Mm-hmm. Before she sits by Rayla, she'll mention that to Paige. She'll be like, "This is how much time it looks," and then she'll sit by her and start comforting.
Paige, he just kind of like puts his hand up to his forehead. This is not good. Not a good look.
Not a good look.
We can't have a sunset moment because Castil's not here, so Kaya will have to replace him.
For now. Castil's still at the market. He's now worried about the fish too.
He's trying to clean up the situation.
Yeah. He hasn't caught up to this point yet.
Castil is chatting with Mr. Sunstrider.
We have to find out who did this. If we don't, then I know exactly who will be blamed for this. They would very easily and he just kind of like looks towards Rayla and he's like, I mean, doesn't her dad work the night shift? He got home late last night, didn't he?
Kaya will
We
kind
gotta
of
find out who
like
really did it.
intercept before you keep talking, and she's like, Paige, like, let's look around, let's see if there's anything, like trying not to make Rayla more traumatized.
Yes, no,
than
I
she
know.
already
Yes, we have to find it. It's
So let's
okay.
investigate.
I'll start looking.
Let's
I'll start
both
looking.
investigate together, and then we'll see if we can find anything with an advantage.
Okay.
Are you checking just that stall? Are you looking in other stalls, a specific one? What are you guys doing?
Okay. Paige is going to look around, and he's going to try to brute force his way past the blood, and like through the blood. And he's in his mind, like he has to be very, very careful about what he touches, but also there's a lot of blood everywhere. And so he's being careful, but he will look around.
Kaya will just clean it off. She's not too worried. Yeah, so we're both just gonna look around the whole, not the stall, the whole building. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of you
Hey,
roll with
cool.
advantage.
I'll
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, you can roll. Paige will advise you not to clean up any of the blood. He will just have to brute force through it. Like he acknowledges, this is just something I have to do if I'm going to help.
Yeah, she would only clean it if it like got on her or something. It was-
Yay, Zilli's back. Sorry, keep going.
Jeez.
Okay, let's see.
Let me get her on screen. Just let me know when
Okay,
Rayla's
19.
back, I guess. She's just trembling and shaking. For 10.
You guys got what? 17?
19.
19. Okay. So, looking around everywhere, at this point, I'll say that in the stall where Nora like freaked out and like had found the satchel, you find some combs for like not combs, but brushes for horses, like scattered on the ground, and you see what you believe to be bat droppings, and there's like some scratches up on the rafters, and then as you continue looking in other places, you see that like on the corner of that stall, it looks like some clothes was ripped, as if maybe Eddie was trying to run away from something. And then as you look at the stall where this Bert was, and looking a little more closely at some things, and Paige wincing and pointing at things and suggesting stuff that like might have happened in a struggle, you do find a small piece of red fabric caught under Bert's nails, as if he had been like reaching back at trying to like claw at an attacker. And it is a faded red piece of cloth.
The same cloth as like Eddie's cloth?
No, this is someone else's, like from the
Okay.
attacker.
No.
It's a faded red cloth.
I know exactly what you're saying, Sierra, and I don't
Yup.
like what you're insinuating.
I mean, she did want to protect her family more. She was committing to do that.
You said there were scratch marks. Do I like? Is there any? Does Kaya recognize them at all? Like, are they just like what else about the scratch marks?
The scratch marks from Eddie's stall.
Mm-hmm.
Those ones. Roll an insight. No. You have a choice between insight, survival, or history.
Okay.
Just let me know which one you do, because that'll affect what.
History. I got a 17.
Okay. With a 17, kind of looking at these scratches, some of them seem to like change from like smaller to longer. As if something was like dropping down from above and like using the rafter as a stabling point. And sorry. All the talking. You have heard of stories where vampires can like track someone and pick a victim and then transform. And as they do, sometimes marks like this, where strange claw marks change from smaller to larger where the victim was found.
Kaya will go up to Paige and whisper this information to him.
And at this point, Emily, you come back. But Paige, you can say what you wanted to say.
Yeah, his eyes like are widening as you're describing this to him, and he looks back over towards Rayla, and then he's like,
And Kaya will go right back to Rayla, like as soon as she sees like that she's kind of moving again, and she'll give her the water again and be like, "Here, drink something. It's okay. Just focus on drinking water first before you say anything."
She's going to like pass a hand over it, and like there's like a shimmer in her hand. She's gonna say, "I hope that works," and then just drink some of the water. She cast purify food and drink.
At least Kaya's water tastes more filtered now. That's good.
That's funny.
She'll be like, "Wow, you should do this more often. It's like noble water."
Yeah, it's purified. She's gonna be like, gosh, sorry, I'm not normally this averse to corpses. Nora, are you okay?
He's gone. She like lifts up the satchel with the strap that's broken.
Oh gosh.
If there's no body, there is a high chance he's still alive. He likely got away from whatever did this.
We'll find him, Nora. I think right now we need to get out of here.
Paige, is there any way we can track him with this?
No. He's a gnome, right?
Yes.
It should be relatively easy to make his footsteps be less dense. It's generally pretty foggy here. Maybe we could try tracking him if he ran out of that way. Is there another exit from inside of here? It's just in there.
Not
And he
that
points
I've
to the
ever
front door.
There's an
Rayla,
upstairs.
would Rayla know of another exit from the time that she had to, you know,
There's not like an
quickly-
actual exit. There's like a little upstairs attic area where they have like tools that they keep up there. It's not like living space. But you know that's up there.
Okay, but like with her
Yes.
needing to have left quickly the last time that she was here,
Mm-hmm.
would she know, or did like
You went out a window,
Okay,
as I recall.
yeah,
So there's an attic space in this place?
the windows up in the attic.
No, that happened. I think just on this floor.
Okay, I'm just trying to
The
find out
attic.
where's the
So like
window.
the attic is going to be like another pull down spot. Nora's gonna point it out to you guys. And it like drops the ladder down. You can go up. There are just boxes up there. There's no one else up there. You don't find any clues up there. It is just literally horse gear up here. And like grooming stuff, horseshoes,
Okay,
new bridles, like that's all that's up there.
I think as this is Emily talking, I think what we need to do is we need to take the satchel and Nora and then like regroup, like leave, because otherwise we're gonna be pegged with a murder.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do that.
so
Paige will suggest that. He's like, yeah, we might want to. We can take the satchel and we'll move out. We'll see if we can find him first. Don't want to be caught here with, this. Rayla, your family didn't happen to know this man, did they?
I knew him. My father worked for him.
I see. And he treated your father well?
Not necessarily. But he wasn't bad either. To him. Gosh.
Okay, good. All of a
Rayla's,
sudden,
kind of like hugging herself.
Yeah. You probably should get going. All of a sudden, Paige, like his demeanor sort of shifts a little bit, and he seems to be weirdly happy in this situation. Like he's just like, well, I suppose we might want to go see if we can find your boyfriend. Hopefully he's still alive. I mean, I'm sure he is. I'm sure we could track him down. I've done lots of tracking in my time, so we'll probably find him.
Does Rayla catch a glimpse of the fabric and the coin at all?
Sure.
Just
If they point it out, for sure. Otherwise, roll for perception. I don't know if they've been pointing anything out.
I'm not pointing that out.
No, we haven't.
They're not pointing that out. Should I go with my passive perception? Or do you want me to roll for perception?
Well, are you actively trying to look, or are you just as you're walking out?
I think she was more just going to kind of like scan, like look over it once before walking out. So I don't know if that's more like passively.
Sure, passive. What's your passive perception?
It's 14.
14. So you don't notice the fabric, but you do notice the coin. The platinum coin.
I think Rayla's going to kind of pale a little bit about that. It's not like incriminating enough yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever did this must have just had a lot of cash on their hands, and oops, one fell out. Oh, no.
I think high or low audience. High or low. We're gonna do this one as a quick one. So high or low audience on what Rayla does at this point in regards to the coin.
The coin. The coin. The coin knows all.
The coin. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll close the vote here in 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, now it's tied. Jeez. 1, 2.5. Oh wait.
3
no,
quarters.
oh no, it's getting tied again.
Ah! Exciting!
It's tied, guys. You guys are making it tied.
High or low. What should she do?
They're trying to avoid responsibility, aren't they?
They don't want to make your decisions.
I can't believe you.
I guess.
That's never bothered you before.
I can't. I don't know. Oh, goodness. Alrighty. Let's see. Someone, please. Ah, there we go. Closing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It got unbalanced. There we go. High was the answer. Okay. Okay. She will go pick up the coin based off your guys' rolls. She's going to like kind of shakily. She's like kind of pushing herself, leaning very heavily against the wall. breathing very heavily as she's looking down at him. Is anyone looking at Rayla in this moment?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Rayla, you see this like mixture of, I'm gonna say you see this mixture of fear and hatred in her face as she looks down at the body, and then she'll reach down and pick up the coin. As she gets closer to the body picking up the coin, does she see that with her passive? The fabric?
Not with your passive.
Okay, awesome. She'll just pick it up, and then she'll like step away and just turn to everyone else and, let's get out of here. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's get out of here. He seems even more peppy than usual now.
You all quickly leave the stable, unsure of what this means for all of your future. If Eddie is alive or dead. And what awaits you in this town that you thought had a seed and now presumably does not have one.
Yeah,
And
I'm
with
still
that-
confused about that.
Do it.
And
Don't-
there we
don't
will
Say
leave.
it.
Are you doing an outro? Are you
Yes,
doing
and
an
there
outro?
we will leave the session
Oh,
for tonight.
No!
Outro.
And we will pick back up next week at this spot, and Castil will rejoin the party, and it will be great. Hopefully he'll rejoin.
Arthur is saying someone will see you leave. Yeah, can we like be inconspicuous leaving?
Black Panther.
Stealth checks.
Yeah, you want us to roll stealth?
We'll
Stealth.
do it next time.
Well, okay, I'm glad we're doing it next time because I just rolled a 2 and a 1 with disadvantage.
You do it this time.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
do
I'm
it.
just kidding.
We're gonna do that next time. Next time,
We're
guys.
doing that next time. Any final thoughts for our Thornlings before we go?
Well,
Guys, this is not good.
I
Don't forget to
guess
like, comment, and
madness-
subscribe.
Who do you think killed, I think everyone knows who killed him.
Yeah, I
Who
think
do
we
you
all
think-
know.
Who do you think killed Bert? And also, what do you think Rayla's emotions are thinking about him? I think people are curious.
What were you wanting to say, Paige?
I mean, I guess madness runs in the family. Whew.
Oh! Ouch!
Yikes.
That hits deep.
That was low
Oh.
blow.
First the
In
brother.
case you guys all didn't
then
catch it,
sister.
Zilli did say to like, comment, and subscribe, which if you enjoyed this, please do. And join us again next week at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time.
Wait a second, guys.
Oh, we might have
Wait.
some more lore coming.
Hold on. There was... Oh, this
There
is
was-
so bad. Do you guys remember in session 6? Session 6, guys, when we were all hearing the voices in our head in that one maze. Yeah, Sierra, now you remember?
Oh, I knew! I told you it was for yours was for future trauma.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I heard a certain someone saying they wanted to kill a certain someone in my head. And, I think it's coming true.
What? Me? Doing that? Never.
His name is Bert.
But handsome.
Oh, you're talking
handsome
about
vampires.
Eddie? Eddie is the fiance. Eddie. The fiance.
The
of
gnome
Laura.
fiance.
Yup.
I feel like he's unrelated to Bert in this situation here. Weirdly
Potentially,
enough.
but he might have saw who did it, and if he did,
That's bad. That's real bad.
I mean, justice
No
will
witnesses.
be served. But
Oh no.
Why did
this
he
is
run?
So bad. This is so
Why did he
Must have
run?
No.
but if he was hiding and saw the whole thing,
Love the
Ah!
theories.
Wait,
We
so
will-
why
Sorry.
did they think Eddie was in there? Like, is he?
His
It's his
satchel.
boss, right?
His
Yeah,
satchel
he
was,
was
there.
And his
Okay.
satchel was torn
Mhm.
and left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
almost like
Nora
he left
has
in
it
a
right now.
hurry.
But there was some sort of bat like clue.
There was bat droppings, claw marks that went from small to large. A
Rayla's
piece
mom
of-
isn't a vampire, is she?
Eddie left a piece
Yikes.
of cloth and also his satchel behind. And that is what you guys saw from Eddie.
My goodness, this is wild. Guys.
Cool. If you guys have other
Cool.
questions for me as a DM, I'm happy to answer them afterwards. But for our audience, the Thornlings, we will shut off for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us, for your inputs, your comments. It's all fantastic. And we'll see you next week. Thank you guys.
Rayla can't get a break.